Well, maybe it's working. We'll see. Things are showing on my other monitor like it's broken. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody out there on YouTube, Kick, and TikTok, wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you're doing exceptionally well. Thank you for just being along for the journey, guys. These last few streams have been some of my worst, and it's not anybody else's fault but my own. My mentality has slipped down into the depths lately. So we're gonna fix that. I'll explain a little bit as to what that actually means here in just a minute. But hang on a second here. I'm gonna set my phone to do not disturb, so because we all know I'm disturbed enough already, and I get distracted very easily. But listen, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like the stream. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are trying to get monetized over there, and the best way you can help is to watch my past live streams. For whatever reason, watching literal live streams while they are live does not count towards monetization. I'll never understand why YouTube hasn't figured that out yet, but there's a reason, I'm sure. With that said, you should do that. Pull up one of my old playlists and watch it. Thank you for doing that. If you're on Kick, make sure you follow the stream. We just broke 200 followers over there on Kick recently. Pretty excited about that, considering I haven't really put a huge amount of effort into the platform. I'm pretty excited that that's been a pretty steady growth, and that's mostly people coming over from other platforms. So thank you for that. If you're on TikTok, double tap the screen as many times as your heart feels content to do. Helps boost the algorithm, and of course, make sure you say hi this morning, guys. It's Friday. Hope you guys have some incredibly exciting plans going on today. Two things. Two of the best ways you can financially support the stream. This is always going to be the case. Number one, most right at the top for both you and for me, is Patreon. Patreon gives you exclusive perks you cannot get through financially supporting in any other way, and they start at $5 a month. You can get things like early access to thumbnails, early access to my YouTube videos, and of course, at the top tier, I literally hand write you a postcard every single month. So that's all available to you. It's in the link tree in my bio on TikTok, the panels on Kick, and the description on YouTube if you're interested. You can also use code HOPE at checkout for 20% off your Freshen Up Energy order. You also help the channel out a little bit by doing that, and I appreciate you doing that. So, all of the business stuff out of the way. Appreciate it so much. Ace Spades, excuse me. Almost said Ace of Spades, which does make sense. It's a little bit more of a card thing in my brain. It flows, but I like your name anyway. Something to watch during class. Better focus up on class. Class is way more important than a live stream, Ace, but I appreciate you being here regardless. So you'll notice I did update the donation goal. We were at like $38 yesterday. Had someone Venmo me $5 yesterday, and a family member gave me $25. So we're continuing to push forward, just trusting that God's going to provide for us. He has for a year. We just had some things come up this month that we didn't expect. That's part of life. So I'm always going to be willing to go get a part-time job or full-time job if I need to provide for my family. But so far, I haven't had to. So I'm hoping that'll continue because I truly enjoy the lifestyle I get to live, even if we don't have an extravagant financially lifestyle. It's still get a lot of time. It's a big thing for me. So anyway, so that's all there. But let me explain to you guys, I think, honestly, I owe an explanation, and I really believe that, as to where my head's been at for the past, basically since the end of Season 6. So, on paper, it looks like I just got frustrated with the state of the game. And I did, but that wasn't the reason that everything came out the way that it did. The reason that I've been so down, a lot less myself, a little less optimistic, a little more depressed, all those kinds of things. I've had our friend Denalid put it in a really good way. He was talking about what's going on in his life. He was either yesterday or the day before, and described it as nothing major, but a lot of small things. It kind of feels like death by 1,000 cuts. If you're familiar with that, it's basically a torture method that eventually kills you. It's pretty insane. Now, I don't know that I'm personally to the point where I feel like I'm going to die from anything. It's just been 1,000 little things that have slowly just nicked at me, and it's very irritating. I've found myself much more irritable, angry, and those things, and that's on me for not managing that. That foundational problem in my life bled through into my content, bled through even into how I've been parenting my kids in the last little while, bled through even in my marriage. So that's how I know it's not just an Overwatch thing. It's because it goes beyond that. So I'm working on that. I've been complaining a lot about the state of Overwatch, about the ranks system, about my teammates, about whatever. I need to quit that crap. It doesn't do anybody any good. All it does is distract from, honestly, the number one purpose that I do this is to be a light, and that is literally just the opposite of being a light. So I just want to share that with you guys, be completely transparent and real, right? And say, you know what? I'm not going to continue to be part of the people that complain about Overwatch. If I'm going to play the video game, I should enjoy it. If I can't enjoy it, I shouldn't play it. So, I am 1000% going to begin to enjoy Overwatch again. Because I love how, and I'm going to share this with you guys. This is what I talk about when I tell you guys community is important, right? One of the gentlemen that coaches me, let's see. It was not this morning. He sent it yesterday. So yesterday at the end of stream, I sent this, and I actually originally posted it to Twitter, but I took it down because I figured it'd be misconstrued. I need to remember how to enjoy Overwatch again. It's getting hard to make content in the game that isn't a whiny complaint session. Like, I'm aware of this. The game is objectively in a bad state, but I can't control that. I can only control me. Here's hoping Microsoft clutches up. And Travis, core part of the team and by far one of the most impactful coaches I've had so far in a consistent fashion. He said, you have to learn how to enjoy improving again. That's the way I see it. And I told him at that point, I was kind of frustrated. I just said, interesting, I'll chew on that, which I really meant. I don't just say those kinds of things. And I did. I spent time chewing on it. A couple hours later, he said, if you can enjoy the losses, that's when you enjoy the game. I'm like, dude, he's just dropping heaters in the chat. And I said, genuinely, I've been chewing on this, and that's the mentality we're walking into tomorrow with. Of course, I sent this yesterday, so that tomorrow, yesterday, is now today. I'm sure you figured that out. So there you go. Now you know what to expect. And I want you guys to hold me accountable to it. If you find that I start whining about my teammates, or whining about the meta, or whining about the state of Overwatch, would you guys just be so kind as to be like, hey, dude, remember, you can't control that. Something like that will just be enough for me to kick out of it and get moving. So I'd really appreciate it. Ace Spades over on TikTok said, hey, you got this, man. I believe in you. I appreciate it. Necroza, it is. The game is in a bad state, but it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. If it's in such a bad state that I can't enjoy it, I shouldn't play it. That's just the reality. But because it's part of my content and because I really do enjoy the core game, I need to figure out what I'm not enjoying. And I believe the losses are the thing I wasn't enjoying. And that was identified by Travis. So really appreciated that from him. Am I solo queuing today? I'm on the fence. Not because of anything else, except I'm not sure how to roll forward here. It might be that solo queuing is not the way to enjoy Overwatch for me. I don't know. So can I get back to you on it today? Would that be all right, Necroza? One easy way to enjoy the game is to play Brig. She's really fun to play. I've seen Dylan Dubs, another creator on TikTok and I believe Twitch, and he's honestly, I would count him as a solid friend. We haven't really like grown to a deep relational level, but one of the things I'm hoping is that he and I can develop that as time goes on. So, but he plays on a Brig, and his Brig is insane. So is his Ana, but you mentioned Brig, that's why I'm bringing it up. Dakota, good morning. Good to see you back. Thank you for being here, dude. Cialis over on Kick said, good morning. There's a very healthy mindset to have. Yeah, I'm trying to work on that. Mindset is everything. I used to sell cars, and when I was selling cars, I had a boss that said, and this was in a sales meeting, your attitude determines your altitude in life. I was like, dang, that's really true. You enter into your day with a crappy attitude, you're going to have a crappy day. If you enter into the day, and this isn't like self love and manifestation crap. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about genuinely at your core believing that you're going to have a good day. Genuinely believing it. And then putting that out there and doing what you can to make that happen. It's a mindset shift. Your brain is a very powerful thing. And what you say out loud and the words you choose are so important. So important. You know, there's actually, for those of you that aren't Christians, there's actually a Bible verse that says the power of life and death is in the tongue and what you say. And it's such an important thing because if you constantly say to yourself, I suck, I'm never going to get better, I'm terrible. It's one thing to acknowledge your mistakes, but when you're down, like talking down to yourself never helps you any. But talking yourself up, going, you know what? I think I played my best there. Here's where I could have done better. Those two things are so diametrically opposed to each other. They're so different and so much healthier on one end of that spectrum that's something I'm going to work on too. So, Cialis, by the way, thank you for following over on Kick. I have to ask you, it's Cialis or, right? And I have to ask you, it's on my Twitter. I don't hide it. My last name is Or. Are we related, or is that just something completely unrelated to what your name is? That would be really weird. We are related? You don't have to say your actual name, but I don't know a relative named Cialis. Do I know you? Or are we like distantly related? That happens. What's up, dude? Overwatch today? Yes, Anthony, we are getting into Overwatch. That is correct. The game got a whole lot better for me when I stopped playing comp. Well, I can't stop playing comp. For the goal that I have of becoming a pro Overwatch player, playing quick play would be very counterproductive. Mitch Man, what's up? Good morning. Mango, hello. I am at this point, Mango. I will ping the Discord. I'll ping you and Necroza because you both have asked at this point if I choose to change that. I'm just not sure yet what I'm going to do. Still kind of riding that line. Waiting to hear back about getting an Xbox One X today. Oh, that's exciting. Speaking of, look at my Twitter real quick and see the reply that someone mad on my tweet. Oh, man. Or someone made on your tweet. You do? Lol, I changed my name a while ago. You changed your name a while ago. I do know you. Can you give me a hint here? Are you saying you changed? Because I know one person who goes by a different name than I knew them growing up. Maybe you're that person. That would surprise me a lot, to be honest, but it could be. Anyway, if you wouldn't mind just to give me something that would give me, and I won't expose who you are, but I'm just wondering if you wouldn't mind, because now my curiosity is like piqued. Alvarez, I just noticed I missed your YouTube chat. I'm so sorry, homie. That's on me. How long do you have to get the money? When I get my paycheck next week, I might be able to get some or send some. Well, hey, I appreciate it. There's never any obligation, Alvarez. That was a while ago. That's on me. Yeah, I have until the 26th, technically. Although it's not really late until 20 days later. So the due date's the 26th, though. The youngest cousin. I love watching your streams. Caleb helped me find him. Oh, okay. Okay. Is Caleb related to you? I'm thinking I know who you are. I won't say your actual name. But I think I know. Did I give you a car? That'll answer it. Did I give you my SUV at one point? My old SUV, I guess. That would answer the question effectively. He's your brother. So yes, I probably did. Because if you're younger than him, then that eliminates the other of your siblings. Wait, what? I didn't give you an SUV? Now I'm... Maybe? Yeah, when I moved from Caleb's, I kind of remember. B? Yeah, it was the... I love loving this IRL guess who happening right now. True. Doing laundry at the moment, but I'm always free. My friend just let me know right on. Going to the laundromat early in the morning, somehow therapeutic. Interesting. Jess, Caleb, and I. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking of the right person. Yes, I definitely gave you an SUV, but it's been a while and you may not have kept it, and that's okay. It won't offend me any. I just needed to get rid of it at the time. So yeah, it was the 2002 Explorer, manual transmission. And if honestly, if you got rid of it, it won't break my heart any. I was just like, no, I definitely did. Yeah, you remember now. Okay. Yeah. I remember. Okay, we're good. So, you said you changed your name forever ago. Have you legally changed your first name to Cialis from what I knew you as? And that's okay if you did, by the way. This is no judgment. I'm just trying to... Or did you just change your online? Yo, Dylan Dubs, what's up, man? We were just talking about you a little bit ago. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in over on TikTok, dude. And I appreciate the follow on Kick this morning. I did see that. Much appreciated, my guy. You just can't drive a stick. Yeah, that's fair. Millennial anti-theft device. Or actually, Gen Z. Millennials, most of them can probably drive stick. Spicy Cat over on YouTube said, hello, it's been a couple of weeks since I jumped in stream. I've been seeing your TikToks pop up every once in a while. I'm so happy seeing your journey. I wish I had that mental fortitude. I don't always have that mental fortitude. We're working on it. Dylan Dubs, we have not actually started the games yet. I started stream about 15 minutes ago. I usually spend the first 15 to, honestly, it's been 15 to 45 minutes anymore, just chatting with the community, and then we get into the games. Good way to connect. Mostly just socially, you've changed your name to that? Okay, that makes sense. That's very interesting because I know that Jess, obviously, changed. I'm struggling how to work that one out a little bit here. It's not a personal issue. It's just like trying to work that out. But anyway, Jess, when they changed their name, we'll say it that way. That was an adjustment for me for a second. So I'm still trying to figure all that out, walking it out. It's all new to me. So if I slip up every once in a while, forgive me. I'm bad at that kind of stuff. Stuff is so good. All right. So here's the plan for today. We're going to play support. Okay. We're going to play support. Love it. And the follow-up to that is we're going to play support in a way that supports the team. And I'm going to focus on continuing to do damage, right? But I really feel like what's been happening lately is that I am not enabling my team. So I'm doing damage, but I'm not doing damage on the right targets. Number one, I'm usually damage botting the tank. That's a very poor decision. And number two, in team fights, I get so focused on healing people that are low that I forget to do damage in those fights, if that makes sense. So I'm always getting the idea of doing damage before the fight, which is good. That's not a bad thing. I wish more damage players would do that. But doing damage before the fight, but then during the fight, I get so focused on healing that I forget to damage the critical targets. So I'm working on that a little bit. It's going to be one of the things I've really noticed in my gameplay at this point. So I'm going to see that. I have a question, very irrelevant to gaming, but I have a question. Hit me with it. Necroza, yes, finally, what? What happened? I missed something? Dylan Dub said, if you ever need small tips, you can always ask me. Yo, Dylan, I really appreciate that, man. I really do. Appreciate that a lot. Give me just a second here. My wife texted. I'm going to respond to that real quick. Dylan's goated. Yeah, Dylan's awesome. I'm looking forward to the point at which he and I can actually do a collab. A lot of the struggle lately, I feel like, has been the scheduling issues. So hopefully we can get a collab scheduled. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So if I and a dude agree to go out mutually to the movies, is that a date or are we just hanging out? You opened up a tangent. You ready? It's a good thing, by the way. It's actually a good tangent. If you go out with anybody that you are attracted to, I have to be clear on this because in today's day and age, You can't say if you go, well, I can say, even though this is how I personally believe, I always try to make sure I'm clear that I don't hate you if you disagree. So I'm going to say it the way that I'll say it, but please understand it. Just look past the actual words I'm using, okay? If you and someone of the opposite sex are going out and you think it's friends and they didn't clearly say they're taking you on a date, it's not a date. Men and women both need to grow a pair, metaphorically speaking, and tell people when you want to go on a date, because these questions come up way too frequently, and I'm noticing it heavily in my generation and younger because people won't be bold enough to say, hey, I'm taking you to the movies because I'd like to take you on a date. Or, hey, could we go out sometime? I would like to take you out on a date. Very good. Set the expectations, morons. Like, that's not you, Mango, by the way. I'm just saying, if you're going out with someone, the expectation needs to be set. So, Mango, coming full circle. If you're not sure, you should probably say something before you go, because that could get real awkward real quick. It's going to be less awkward for you to say up front, hey, dude, in this case, you mentioned this dude. Hey, dude, we're going out. Are we going out as friends or are we going on a date here? And then the dude has an opportunity at that point to say, oh, I was taking you on a date, which was his fault for not telling you that was his intention. Or, no, I'm just going with you as a friend. Oh, cool, great. And then if you're on the same page and you guys are like, yep, we're friends, we're good. Go out, be friends, enjoy that. But if one of you says, hold on, I thought this was a date, before you go, that's way easier to figure out. That's way easier, because now you can go, you're in the friend zone, friend. I appreciate you, but not like that, right? What? I hate those, by the way. Those are always the most crushing moments, but I'd rather have that up front than to go from there. Does that make sense? Hopefully that helps. That's fair, Necros. I saw that. We made it to GM3 just to go 3 and 9. Dude, I saw that card. 3 and 13. I know it. Oh, dude, I feel so bad for you right now, Dylan. I saw that and I went, oh. It does make sense. Yeah, Necros, I'm with you. This is facts. Oh, man. Framers just left. Looks so different framed. They already framed something? Holy crap, that was quick. One and Alex over on YouTube said, I just got here, you giving possible dating advice? Facts. Please keep going. I'd like to not get cheated on again. I got cheated on 3 times in a marriage. Trust me, I know what cheating feels like, and it's awful. Really sorry. I'd rather get told it's not a date before it starts than rather than after. Facts. Facts. Because here's the thing. That's really important. So you're setting those expectations. You know what I mean? I found out that if it's between 2 guys, they are much more open. Meaning, like, wait, I'm confused as to what you mean there. This is not like I don't understand what being gay is. I just don't know if that's what you're talking about, just to be clear. Mango said, everyone is telling me it's a date because the dude is super nice. I also like this dude. See, you're wondering if it is. You almost want it to be. Apparently, I'm not picking up the signs according to everyone else. Yep. Not to you, to this freaking generation who won't grow a pair of balls and say, I'm taking you on a date. Good Lord, can we get back to that? I feel so bad for you guys that are dating right now. I'm going to get heated. I'll tilt harder for this than I do in Overwatch when the team throws. Okay, like, listen, I despise when people won't set clear expectations in a dating context. Set the expectation. Holy crap, we're so used to the swipe left, swipe right culture that we've forgotten what it is to be fully mature and say, I want to go out with you. How hard are those words to form? This is one of the reasons that Rachel and I do so well and have from the beginning. We, from the beginning, had a clear expectation. I knew I was going to marry Rachel a month into our relationship. Did we get married in a month? No, but I knew it was coming because we set expectations. We were clear in what we wanted. We knew that we weren't just dating to screw around. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way, if that's you. Not judging you. I'm just saying I had just gotten out of a divorce after having been cheated on 3 times. She, as you may know, had a son outside of wedlock at an early age. So neither of us were there to screw around. We were either doing this or we weren't. So we had the expectation set from the jump and it has lasted us throughout our marriage. Setting the expectation is so pivotal to your relationships succeeding. That is not just romantic. It goes for friendships too. Okay, I think I might be done now. I think I got it out. Anyway, that is tragic, Dylan. Sorry to hear that. Mitch Man said, I have an ex who FaceTimed me from someone else's bed. We weren't exes at the time. Oh, no. Oh, no. But she FaceTiming you at least to break up, even though that's a horrible way to do it. At least it would be that. I'm sure you did. Exactly. Just do it. That's why I want. Yeah, exactly. Listen, you hadn't dated someone in like 5 years. But then again, we agreed together to hang out. So I don't know. Mango? This is because I truly care for you as a human being. Ask the dude if it's a date. Text him. Straight up, or call him. Honestly, I think texting is the most stupid thing you can do to ask any serious question. But because you lose tone of voice, you lose body language, you literally lose 70% of communication. At least over the phone, you get tone of voice. Call this person. Video call them if you guys are on that level. Or call them at least. At the very least, give them a phone call. And if you're not there, at least text and ask. Hey, are we going on a date? And if the answer is no, okay, at least you know that. At least you know. You have the expectation set before you even go. It's so important. Because if they know each, especially they act more natural around each other than with women. Oh, dude, yeah. I there are many people that have wondered if the men, like growing up, I'm straight, guys. Like I'm sure you figured that out. But when I was growing up, I had a couple of really close friends, particularly Tristan was my roommate for a while. A lot of people thought we were gay for each other because we were just more comfortable around each other. I didn't kiss him. We didn't hold hands. Like, we didn't do anything romantic, but we were just so close and so ourselves around each other. A lot of people thought we were gay for each other. It's just, yeah. So I think that might be what you're on to. So, okay, I'm not trying to ignore chat here. So I'm just trying to juggle a little bit because I'm trying to help Mango, who's in TikTok. And then I'm going to get over to YouTube and Kick here in a second. No, it wasn't a breakup. She was just FaceTiming like normal and I heard the guy in the background. Oh, that's messed up, man. I'm sorry. I'm confused, but I don't want to bother him. He's busy. It's not worth going out. I'm telling you. It's not worth going out with him unless you know. I'm sorry, Mitch, man. That's tough. Yeah, that's fair. Ton, that's fair. We've been talking every day. You've been talking every day. He's not too busy to answer the freaking question, Mango. Just ask him. I'm being serious. Like, I know, yeah, I'm teasing a little bit, right? Kind of being goofy. Just text him. Seriously. Just text him. Shoot him a text. Because I'd rather you get the quote rejection if it happens before you go on the date than after you go, thinking maybe it could be, maybe it isn't, and you're just anxious that whole time. That's not worth it. Just ask. I shall try maybe sometime soon. Fair enough. It's not fine, but I've worked through it as best I can. I'm happily married now. My wife's sent from God. I feel that. Saved me from going down to a dark, dark place. That's how Rachel is for me too, man. I'm with you. All right, let me read through the chat here. I kind of fell behind on YouTube and Kick. Way behind. I am so sorry, guys. One NLX said, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Talking about the fact I've been cheated on, I imagine, because I'm way behind. Tiger Ace Ray said he didn't get the message in time by the office that we would prefer them to be here after 11:30. Apparently they spooked my dog and he peed all down the hallway. So embarrassing to having people there working on your house. You aren't home, then your dog pees a 5-gallon bucket down the hall in the living room. Tough. Don't tilt over our poor relationship choices. Nah, I'm not tilting over your relationship choices. I'm tilting over the generation that is just throwing. It's bad. I think people are mainly scared of getting rejected. Spicy Cat, you're probably right. Don't be scared of getting rejected. Rejection is part of life. Embrace it, learn from it, and grow. It's another piece of just ridiculously good advice. We're going out tomorrow, though. Text him today, Mango. There's literally no reason not to. Yeah, that's true, Ton. That's true. Just, Mango, trust. If you listen to not another word I ever tell you, please just text this dude and ask and save yourself some potential heartache. Because here's the other part of it, Mango. You have two different ways. Either way is a win. If you text this guy and you're like, hey, is this a date? You get two answers. One, no, it's not. Okay, well, at least you've shut yourself off to that and you know, right? Sets the expectation. You go out and you enjoy a movie with a friend. The other is, well, yes, this is a date. Oh, dude, that's awesome because you guys already like each other. Right? Because now you're going, you both have the knowledge that you're going, and you get to enjoy it at another level. Now it's not going to be, should I even try and hold his hand? Because you both know it's a date. Hold his hand. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll have to, hey. Like, I don't think it's the baseball lad, no. Maybe it is, though, Mango. I don't know. Let's see. So Alice said, lack of communication is a serious red flag for real, Pax. Most of, this is coming from one and Alex over on YouTube. Most of my relationships have been online, so it's easy to fake things and stuff like that. Found out my partner at the time was cheating with 5 other people under 5 different names. Yeah, part of pros and cons to online stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm in your shoes, which I hope I never have to do that again. I'm not saying, like, I say that in the context of life is tragic, but I really hope that never gets to that tragedy where I would have to. You guys want to look again? Does that make sense? But if I'm in your shoes and you have, because online dating is really about the only way you meet people now, unless you're in a church or a social group of some kind. If you're a Christian, find them in church. I'm telling you, it's going to save you a lot of time. If you're not, that's okay. If you're in the online dating world, biggest piece of advice I can give you, the soonest you can, begin video calling this person. The soonest you can after that, meet them in person. That's it. Because you'll break a lot of boundaries very quickly, and you'll find out very quickly if you're being cheated on, or if this is even for real. Does that make sense? Tiger Ace Ray said, I knew it, closeted Christian streamer Kappa. I love that you still use the Twitch emotes. That always makes me happy, dude. Yeah, Mango said she can't online date anymore. Her ex was crazy. Yeah, she sent me a long message about that story. It's tough. It's tough. Ton over on TikTok said, David, why does church now sound like a cheat code for dating? Listen, if you're a Christian, it is a cheat code for dating. Seriously, here's the reality. I'm gonna hit you with more relationship advice. As if I'm, like, perfect. I'm not. But the piece of advice that was given to me that has worked out well in my marriage. I'll say it that way, okay? There are a few key things you need to talk about before ever even getting engaged to someone. I would argue, personally, before you even go on a date with this person. Kind of scary, but some people disagree with this. But I'll say it this way. Even if you disagree with saying it before the date, at the very least before you're engaged, make sure you've handled a few topics. Here they are. Number 1, money. You gotta talk about how you handle money. You gotta talk about it. Are you both gonna work? Do you believe in debt? Do you think that debt's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you see what I'm saying? Talk about money. How do you handle your money? How do you handle bills? What are your habits financially? 2, never use the word divorce. Never use the word divorce. Just don't do it. 3, in-laws. When you get married, how does your relationship with your parents and how does your potential spouse's relationship look with their parents? Very important to talk about, right? Do you allow your parents into certain conversations or do you keep them out? My advice, by the way, keep your parents out of your freaking relationship. They don't need to be involved. I don't care if that's the person you normally vent to. Find a new person. Your parents are not the right people to do that, okay? So we've handled finances, in-laws. Don't say the word divorce. This next one, brace yourselves, small children. Sex. You need to talk about sex. You got to talk about it. And I'm not talking about like reading the Kama Sutra together and deciding which positions you like. I'm just being real. Like I know this is a little uncomfortable for some people here, and I'm sorry, but you got to talk about sex. You need to talk about frequency. And I'm serious. Like I'm being real with you guys. Okay? Being completely real with you guys. You need to talk about how often the expectation is. Some guys think they're going to get married and they're going to have sex every single night. Sometimes that doesn't happen. Get a reality check. Or sometimes it's the opposite. Okay? You got to talk about this stuff. If you handle all of those things and you can get to, wait. One more thing, very important. Faith and politics. Those two things, they go together. Talk about that. If you get those 5 things discussed and you guys are all on the same page, if you're not on the same page on even one of those, I don't recommend you get married. I'm being real. But if you are on the same page with all 5 of those things, everything else is semantics and will change. People get too caught up in the, do we have common interests? Will we have anything to do together? Get over that crap. I'm telling you, when Rachel and I got married, do you know who wasn't a gamer? Rachel. Do you know who is a gamer now? Not because I forced her to be, because she asked to try and now she's hooked. Those kinds of things change. But the core character of a person is found in those 5 things you talked about. And that's what you want to marry. Is their character. Their appearance is going to change. I'm going to get older. I'm going to go balder. I'm losing weight, so that's a bonus. But if I was bald and couldn't have a beard, I know my wife would still love me. She wouldn't think I was as cute, but she'd still love me. Does that make sense? I hope this helps. I hope that even if one person was impacted by anything I just said, I hope I'll count today as a W and I can go home. Okay, here we go. I gotta read through this here. I can't read that one out loud. They're talking about the syndrome. Hi, Grace, right? One NLX over on YouTube said, online is risky because it's so easy for people to fake things, but it's really the only way I can meet people anymore since I don't have the motivation to leave my house. Motivation is a fleeting thing. You have to have the discipline to do things you want to change. I didn't know I started the whole conversation today. This is great, though. It helped a lot. I'm glad it helped. I mean that, Mango. I mean it. If it only helped you, it was worth it. Seriously, one person. I'm always thankful. Tiger Ace Ray said, ironically, was listening to the marriage series my church did this morning. That's funny. Cialis, my cousin, actually said, church singles night is a trap. Yeah, that can definitely be a trap. What I mean by meeting people in church is you're already, and I'll talk about that in a second, but when you've talked about those 5 things we talked about a second ago, if you're in church with somebody, you've handled the faith and politics, you've probably handled the sex conversation, you've probably also handled the money conversation because you all start at the same root. You have the same, in my case, I'm a Christian, we have the Bible. If there's something we disagree on and there's a biblical standard for it, I can go, okay, whichever one of us disagrees with this doesn't matter. This is what we're living by. We agreed on that from the beginning. Make sense? Hope that makes sense. Leave my house to meet people? I know. Tiger Ace Ray said, generous marriage covering a general summary of the series, then a deep dive on emotionally generous, sexual generosity, and generous grace. Ooh, a lot of generosity. That's crazy. Gasp, the birds and the bees? I know. It's one of the things that I hope my children won't feel as awkward as I did when my parents talked about it. It's not like I want to be telling them about everything that their parents do. No one needs to know that. You don't need to know that about your parents, right? You don't. It's like, ew, gross. Don't need to think about that. But there needs to be a healthier conversation about sex in society. That shouldn't be an uncomfortable word, but it is, especially in the States. And I don't know why that is, but I just know that it's something that's very, very important. And I really wish that parents would recognize it is their responsibility to teach their children about what sex is and is not, where it belongs and doesn't belong, and all those things. So I hope that makes sense. I help others obtain what I cannot. Oof. Nango said, my dad talked to my brother and I about sex at the same time in the car when I was 12. My brother's 14. That was the worst way to handle it. I'm going to tell you that right now. In the car, very impersonal. Guy and gal, 2 different conversations that need to be had. Now, I want to be clear. I think people will hear that, and especially on the internet anymore, that'll get misconstrued. It is equally both gender's responsibility to handle sex properly. But you communicate it differently to a guy than you do to a girl. I believe that personally. You don't have to agree with me, but I firmly believe that. Mango continued and said he's African, so her father is literally natively African. So when he was talking, I was just refraining from laughing. That's fair. Yeah, it's kind of hard when you have those conversations. Yeah, Tiger Ace Ray also giving some good advice over here too. As I'm reading through this, he said, you need expectations before going into marriage. Who's doing the housework? Who will do the yard work? Children, and then subcategory, will wife work from home? Or does she want to work, etc.? Yeah, it's another piece of conversation Rachel and I had from the beginning. She wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, still loves being a stay-at-home mom, has days where it's tough, just like any other job. And she wants to homeschool our kids. We knew all those things. Well, I knew that I was going to be the sole provider for my family. That's okay. If that's what she wanted to do, I wanted to enable her what she wants to do, and what I believe God designed her to do. Does that make sense? Oh, shoot. Necroza, were you typing and getting censored by TikTok? I'm sorry. That's tough. Oh boy. Tiger Ace Ray on Kick, there we go, said, our church had us do a survey called Symbis. Interesting. Then go to our main campus and go through a 4 or 5 week class with other engaged couples about marriage. I was going to ask you if he was related based on the name. Yes, he is. Don't do it like mine. That was an awkward car ride. Yeah, don't. Good Lord. When you have the birds and the bees conversation, it should never be like that. Should never be like that. My hope is that as my kids grow up and as they age, I can more appropriately speak to them about things. You can't tell a 4-year-old about sex like you can a 14-year-old. There's a very big difference in how you communicate that. But I would hope that sex has been such an open conversation in my home that as my kids grow up, when it comes time for me to actually sit down with them and be like, hey, you're going through puberty. Love you, right? I don't want it to literally be that way. I don't want to be pulling Arthur or Brinley. I'm going to let Rachel handle Bryn. I'm going to handle Arthur. We agreed on that from the beginning. I handle the guys. She handles the gals. Whatever. Our sons are my responsibility in that context, and our daughters are hers. Because, again, just the communication style is going to be a lot better that way. So when I sit down with my son, Arthur, and any future sons we may have, I sat down, and I want to be able to sit down with him and say, hey, here are your guidelines. Here's the way that we believe. Understand, I will never be upset with you if you choose to go a different path. You're always welcome in my home, and I love you. That's it. No, man. Mango said that the conversation went exactly like this. I don't care what you do as long as you're safe. Let me know if you need protection. That was the end of my conversation, too, with my mom. Basically, it was, here's a condom. Be careful. Parents need to quit shying away from that conversation. We need to have real conversations with our kids, and we need to be intentional about it from their youth, not all the way in, not delaying until they're teenagers. Yeah, Necroza, I'm so sorry. Getting led on is really tough. I've been there. And that's really tough. I'm sorry. Ashley, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in over on Kick. You've tuned in during an interesting conversation. I'm doing well. How are you? Let's see. Let's see. Tiger Ace Ray said, and we can't as Christians be upset that the younger generation is going off course with regards to marriage and sexuality when the church stays quiet, and be confused why they're off course. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We do have to balance that, but I don't believe it's the church's responsibility. I believe it is the parents' responsibility to teach the children, and the church has to pick up the slack when parents fail. I think that's my whole view on it. Tiger Acer over on Kick said, the Symbis we had to take separately and not discuss the answers until we met with our pastor, who was doing our ceremony to go over the results to see how we answered. It covered the stuff I listed above and a lot more stuff in detail, so we can see a snapshot of how we felt about money, family, children, etc., and of course the expectations regarding sex and all that. And then he talked the challenges of the differences in the areas that were similar. Yeah, it's a really healthy, good way to approach that. Ashley, by the way, thank you for the follow on Kick. I really do appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Alvarez over on YouTube said, my stepfather and my biological dad sat down with me together, so I knew both of their views were aligned. It helped tremendously. That's crazy. You know, that's something I always hoped for. with my son. My son is legally my stepson, guys. I'll never look at him that way, but that's legally the case. Unfortunately, his biological father has chosen to be distant from us, and he will not. We can barely have a civil conversation, so I just don't talk to him. So I hope that someday changes if he chooses to stick around, but something tells me he won't in the long term. What game do I play? I play Overwatch. Overwatch 2, technically, I guess. Church and parents is what I meant. If we aren't discipling them, and disciplining probably, but discipling them in that area, the culture has no problem doing it for us. Exactly. I felt that too, I'm not going to lie. I tell people give me energy back, and I don't get the same energy. That's fair. This is helpful during the first period of school. That's fair. Can you give me a follow back on Twitter? Yo, Ashley, I appreciate what you're saying. I want to discourage you from saying that. That breaks terms of service on Kick, Twitter, and pretty much anywhere else. Follow for follow is against every platform's terms of service. So even if you choose to unfollow me for that, that's okay. I appreciate you being here. I hope you'll stick around, but that's definitely not the way you want to grow. Can't believe people are still doing that, to be honest with you. Necrosis said, I'm one of those people that try to fill the void with people. Yep, I've been there. I hate it, so I just stop talking to people now unless they also reciprocate the same I'm putting out. That's fair. Yeah. Alvarez said, it definitely kept me accountable because they were very in tune. Yeah, it does, and that would help. You know, if I could get to a place with Arthur's biological father where my hope was prior to this whole custody situation, and he knew this, I discussed it with him. We had personal agreements that we were working with, not just he and I, but this was between him, his fiance, Rachel, and I, regarding Arthur. And we had these personal agreements. They had a few contingencies. He broke a couple of them, which is what sparked the custody case, because essentially he decided to throw a thousands of dollar fit, and that's what it boils down to. So, but prior to this whole custody thing, my hope was actually, and what I was working towards, he and I were, at least I thought we were, he never really reached back out, but I had attempted to reach out to him and say, hey, let's go have lunch together and get to know each other. My goal was to be friendly, maybe friends with him in the long term. That really was my goal. I can't do that now. I've seen his true colors. I know that he doesn't actually care about Arthur. I know that, whether he agrees with that or not. His actions have proven it over and over and over again. So that's why I'm fighting so hard in this custody case, because I do not believe he cares. I think that he cares about his pocketbook. It's cold, hard reality. I can't talk about the case, but I can talk about my stance on that. So that's why we're fighting. That's why I reached out to you guys a while back, and we're still fighting. We still have another, hopefully this will be over in about 2 weeks. We have something that's coming up then. Again, I can't talk about what it is, but we have something that's coming up then in about 2 weeks that hopefully will leave this behind and we can all move on. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, it's one of those things, man. It's just life. Man, we got on a... How do we always end up with these yap sessions, chat? Pretty incredible stuff. We just keep going. Can I ask why you think he doesn't care? Without going into a lot of conversation about that, I don't mind actually answering the question. Why I believe my stepson, I have to clarify these details for the context of the conversation, otherwise I never refer to him that way. But the reason that my stepson's biological father doesn't appear to care about him... hang on a second, I got a text from Rachel here. Okay. I'll read that in a second. Not hugely relevant to this very moment. I have to be careful. No, it wasn't different ways of communication, Alvarez. I wish that was the case. We've already crossed that bridge. I can't really get into a lot of why right now because of the court case. That's really what the struggle is. But he has proven, I can't go into the specific actions, but he has proven that he cares more about his finances than he does about Arthur. That is all I can care. That's all I can actually say because of the court case. Once this is behind us and closed, I can absolutely talk about it. And intend to, because this is not something that I'm going to be okay with him just continuing to pretend. Basically, he wants to play dad every other weekend. That's it. And that breaks my heart. I'll tell you why it breaks my heart, too. Trying to decide how much I can talk about. There's one piece I'm going to leave out right now. So there are two big pieces. One of them I can't talk about. The other one, though, was it last night? Or night before last? Don't remember which. It was recent. I think it was night before last. Arthur, my son, asked me very clearly if I could. It was when he was going to bed. I was putting him down for bed. And he goes, Daddy, I want you to stay home tomorrow. I don't want you to go to work. Oh. Especially when you're self-employed, and technically I could have canceled it. Right? Technically I could, this part I can absolutely talk about, right? This is okay. This is a touching moment. Because he was like, I want you to stay home. I don't want you to go to work. I want you to stay here with me all day. I was like, dude, I'd love to do that, but I do have to work. I had to explain to him why you have to work and all that kind of stuff, right? And he just goes, I really like spending time with you. And it's one of those things where I truly love my son. Like, I know that he's my stepson legally, but I do not care. He's my son. I was a father figure to him before his biological father decided to even grow a pair and decide to be a part of his life at all. Arthur will probably always see me as dad, and I'm thankful for that. But even if at some point he chooses to call me David, because he chooses to call his biological father dad, titles are not everything. It's the way your children connect. And I know that he connects. Super, super awesome to see that. But anyway, that's that. I better stop talking. So, hey, Rach, good to see you, babe. Thanks for tuning in over on Kick for a bit, honey. And also for the caution, for sure. Yeah, you know the other thing, the other reason why I don't think he's connected with he who will not be named, but you know why he is connected with me now, chat, and that's the more important thing. So, Tiger Ace Ray also said I was going to say it might be better to just not say anything till it's over. Yeah, that's why I'm not talking about pretty much anything unless it has to do with me specifically and not the other guy. So, hopefully you know me. I'll keep you guys in my thoughts. Can't say I'm praying because I'm not Christian. I appreciate that. I'll never say I'm praying because that would be lying if you see what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm with you. 100% Necroza. Not a problem. Yeah, it's Voldemort. Yeah. Arthur's biological dad is Voldemort. You're right. Maybe that's what I'll start calling him. Rather than literally saying he who will not be named, I just refer to him as Voldemort. Tom Riddle. Ooh, that's the subtle way. We call him Tom. I like this. I love how many of you are Harry Potter fans here, because so many of you are laughing at this joke, which means you guys are my people, man. I love you guys so much. I love this community. On the real. I mean that so genuinely. This community is becoming so much more than I could have ever made it on my own, and it's because of you guys, man. I'm not trying to get all sappy, but like for real, thankful. Very, very thankful for this community. Always blows my mind what you guys are capable of and what you do. I mean, you guys have provided for my family in part or in whole for a year. And that's why this is like my first time I've ever even had to ask when I have like the October bills stuff up. That's it. First time. Man, love you guys for it, man. Very, very thankful. Even if we don't have the bills provided for, I'm thankful, but that's just one of the things you guys have done that I am thankful for. So crazy. But does he have a nose? Yes. Can't say anything else because I'd be mean. I never finished the movies after Goblet of Fire. The books were so good. Yeah, the books are awesome. If he does, Photoshop can fix that. True, it could. Oh, no. That would be kind of a funny meme to share, but maybe after the court case. Anyway, all right, guys. On the real. We are now at a 54-minute yep session. I would love to pray for you guys on the real. Listen, if you're here for the first time, you may not know this. I am a Christian. I'm never going to be the Christian that hates you or because we disagree. It's just never going to be me. It couldn't be me, right? As the kids say, couldn't be me. And it really couldn't. I'm not We don't have to agree. We can be friends and completely disagree on fundamental things. So, if you're here right now and you could use some prayer, though, I do actually pray for you guys as an extension of the community's motto. Life is difficult. You shouldn't do it alone. I always encourage each of you personally to find Christ, find friendship, and find community in that order. So that when life hits the fan, you can pray to an infinite God who loves you, cry on a friend's shoulder who probably also loves you, and lean into a community of people for when life really hits the fan and you need some large-scale practical help. This community has come in clutch for my family so many times, I can't even count at this point. I'm very thankful. And it's been because of that community that I'm still able to do what I do. So thank you, on the real. Yeah, if you guys have any prayer requests at all, this could be for you or for someone you know. And you don't have to give all the details. You can just say, hey, could you just pray for me? Could you pray for this person? You don't have to use your names. There's literally what you can literally just type the word unspoken. I know to pray for you. That's it. Okay. So if you have any prayer requests, hit up in the chat, whichever one you're in and watching on right now. Would love to pray for you guys today. We yapping out here for real. 55-minute yap is the longest one so far. That's facts. Yeah, Necroza is an example of the fact that I don't hate anybody I disagree with. He and I fundamentally disagree on political things, faith-based things, all that kind of stuff. But we're still friends. I still game with him. He'd still be welcome at my table if he was in the area and wanted to have some dinner. Like, that's the kind of person I hope to be. And I think that's how Christians should be. But Christians don't like that. So, too bad, I guess. If you hated anyone, you wouldn't be a Christian. I don't know if that's true. I have a tendency to hate people. That doesn't make me not a Christian. It just means that I struggle. If that makes sense. But if I openly and truly hated people and wasn't willing to change, maybe I have to have some, little bit of a, core check. If that makes sense. Hopefully this dude likes me. I can't blame you, Mango. Has the dude not responded yet about whether or not you guys are going on a date? Mitch Man said, this is blasphemy. Being a kind individual, not allowed. Dude, on the real, my chat. Okay, so when I started streaming on Twitch, my chat was a majority Christian for a while. Like, there was not a lot of unbelievers in my chat, and I figured out what happened and I shifted my content. But the amount of Christians that have lambasted me because I don't share Christian values every single stream directly and bluntly. I don't pray enough. So exhausting. I can't imagine living the life they live. Measuring everything, looking at things and going, man, I haven't done enough for God today. Dude, you're never going to do enough for God. Cold, hard reality of the Christian life. You're never going to do enough. So doing your best is all he's asking for. Woo, that'll preach. Anyway, we're going to let that simmer for a minute. He's sleeping. He did his training last night. His sleep schedule's been messed up. Oof. Training for like a job or like something else, Mango, if it's not too personal to ask. Bro's out here spitting facts. Let's see. Tiger Ace Ray said, you get a certain level of burnout after you cram through all of the Harry Potter books in 4th grade that you don't have much capacity for the movies. That's fair. Tiger Ace Ray is asking for prayer for his wife, Amy. She's been told, you posted it in the Discord. I don't remember exactly how it's phrased, but basically the school she's working for is getting closed. Which means all the students and teachers are in a weird spot right now. They don't exactly know what's happening next. So definitely want to pray over that and move forward. He's a boxer. He got a sponsor the other day, so now he has to train a lot more. Hey, good for him. That's awesome. Mango, is he like in training for something we should all be training for? Should I be ready? I mean, as long as we aren't boxing him, I think we're probably okay, Mitch. I think we're all right. As long as I'm not going to fight the guy, we're all right. Nah, I'm rooting for you, Mango. I am. I really hope that you guys get a clear expectation set of what you guys are each hoping for out of this relationship, whether it's a friendship or romantic relationship. Yeah, I'm with you. Just remember to be patient with him and give him a lot of space while he's figuring this out, okay? Sorry, I'm reading through something real quick here. Okay. Cool. Looks like we're okay. I was reading something, family chat. My family group chat was trying to figure out whether there's a project we're going to work on Sunday, I think is really what it boils down to. So without going into a lot of details. He's cool, though. Sends me a video every time he does his 3-mile run and stuff. Oh, that's cool. I'm telling you, there's something there. I'm going to see. I'm going to be curious how this all shakes out for you, Mango. Dakota over on TikTok said, could you use a prayer for my girlfriend and I? We're going through a bit of a rough spot. Absolutely, Dakota. I'm sorry to hear that. If you need a dude to talk to, Dakota, reach out. If your gal needs a gal to talk to, I can get her connected with Rachel. We're both really big advocates for relationships and being intentional with them. So if there's anything we can do to help you in a practical way, I'm always big on praying for you guys, but especially Dakota, you've been here a lot. I know that you're not just some rando who's just asking for attention. You are probably really going through something. So I really would love the opportunity to speak into your life. If there's anything I can do, please reach out. No pressure at all. You don't even need to respond to this. Just know that the door's open to you. Reach out however you feel it is appropriate. Okay? You send me pictures and updates when you go out tomorrow. Dweed. I gotta know, Mango. I gotta know. It's if you guys know the Vine guy, well, he doesn't do Vine anymore because Vine is dead. Rip. Thomas Sanders, story time. That guy, you guys know who he is, I'm sure. There was one that he was at a playground and a romance is blossoming between them. And then the boy is like, no! And then the girl starts chasing him off. A romance lasting a lifetime. That's what's going through my head right now, Mango. That's how my ADD brain works. 1 hour yap. Yeah, I could be a just chatting streamer for real, but I'm not going to be. No guy normally goes. Yeah, there's something there for sure. I'm with you on that, Necroza. I think I manifested him because I was binge watching the Rocky movies, and this guy popped out of nowhere. So what you're saying is that's the hack, right? So you need, in order to get a spouse that you want. So like if you're looking for a millionaire, go watch Oceans or something, right? I don't know. It's probably not the best thing. They're all robbing casinos, but anyway, you get what I'm. It's maybe not the best example, but you get what I'm saying, right? Did any of you guys watch the Oceans movies? Oceans 11, Oceans 12. How many of you guys even know what I'm talking about? I just realized those are probably old to a lot of you. That hurts. You just unlocked a core memory. Yeah, Thomas Sanders is so good. Those are old. Apparently they're old. See? This is happening. You love the Oceans movies, okay? Tiger Ace Ray, have you seen the Oceans movies? Oceans 11, 12, etc. Or at least know what they are. Apparently Necroza doesn't know what it is. JK, oh, I hate you for that. I also love you for it, but I hate you for that. I've seen 11 and I'm an adolescent. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Whew. I had to go out to see her and she cried when I walked away. Oh, you don't know what Oceans movies are? Oh, Tiger Ace Ray, you're missing out. Good movies right there. You haven't seen it, but you at least know what it is. You got a free DVD and a pack of Doritos one day? That's so random. You were joking about the old head part? Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right, guys, I need to pray. I need to get into Overwatch. I'm going to pray, and I'm going to stop yapping, all right? God, thank you so much for today. Thank you for every person who's here, regardless of their faith or political background. I pray that they know I don't hate them. They're welcome in this community. And I actually invite people who disagree with me to be part of a community. That is the beauty of society. It's not every one of us is exactly the same. It's part of what helps each of us grow. It's what helps society move forward. And I'm just asking God that we would be an impact in the world. Not just me, this community. I pray that I would lead them in such a way that is impactful, that enough to do that. I want to ask you to give Austin and Amy some peace while they deal with the uncertainty of Amy's school being closed and all the students that are involved and the other teachers that are kind of in a place of like, what's next? I guess all the students are being moved to other schools, but it's still still quite a change in their lifestyles. So I'm just praying for the parents, students, teachers, all the people involved. Give them all peace and clarity of mind to know what's next, even if it's just a day-by-day journey. I also want to pray over Dakota, who's over on our TikTok stream. He asked for some prayer for his girlfriend and him. They're having some relationship struggles. Whatever those things are, I pray that that Dakota would have a guy he could talk to, and that his significant other would also have a gal that she could talk to. And in a way that they can say, hey, I'm going through this. I'm trying to deal with this. I don't know how to get through this. And that those people they choose to speak to would be objective and focus on doing what they can to keep the relationship intact if it's healthy enough to be intact. I don't know anything about the relationship, so I can't speak to that. And I pray that if they don't have anybody, that you would show them folks they can talk to in the middle of this struggle that have maybe been through something that they're going through and can help them navigate it. I also want to pray over anybody else that is here right now that's going through something, and maybe they just didn't want to talk about it. Just an unspoken prayer request. It's on their heart, but not comfortable expressing. I'm asking you now, God, would you just answer those prayer requests? Be peace over those who need peace, comfort for those who need comfort, and love on those who need loving right now. Go before me today, God, and empty me of the things that don't reflect your light and love into the world. I say that every day, but today I really feel like it's taking on a whole new meaning. And I pray, Lord, that my competitive edge would be reflective of you, regardless of the actual competitive level that I am at. Help me to enjoy the losses and to learn from them, and to celebrate the victories and learn from them as well. In Jesus' name, amen. Grateful. delaying getting into Overwatch because I don't want to actually play it. I can't do it. It's fair. Need to see the George. Oh, I have no idea what those are. I was up to the start of the 80s Bond movies, and then Prime took the collection off Prime Video. Tough, dude. Tough, bro. All right, let's stick the TikTok live studio over here. Bop. Okay. And now we load up the Overwatch. It's the best way to boomer say anything, by the way, is just add the in front of everything. The Facebook, the Twitter, the YouTube. The best way to do that one, though, is the YouTubes. Reading through the Discord. We had plenty of people joining the Discord today. That's awesome. Cool. Love it. Game time. Yep. That's very, very true. It's about to be game time. All right. I had some Discord notifications. I want to make sure I hadn't missed anything. Oh, someone else joined the Discord. Nice. That's probably Dakota. Right on, dude. Sweet. When I was watching all the Sean Connery Bond movies, it definitely made me appreciate the old way of making movies versus how the Craig series is. I have no idea what that difference is. I haven't really gotten into the Bond movies at all, to be honest. Not really been my thing. So I did play a lot of damage yesterday, just so you know. Stayed silver 1 on a 5 and 8, so that's something. One-on-one on over on the damage side of things. You know, if I need to play an off-roll game, that's what it's there for. And then support is a clean slate today. So we're still Diamond 5 in support, and we're going to go forward. It's going to be awesome. So in between games, guys, this is some of the best time that you guys have to ask questions. If you guys have any questions for me, things you've wanted to know, things you've been curious about, etc., yeah, I'm available. Just ask. Oh, I see. Okay, so the different styles of who is playing James Bond. That makes sense. I got you now. That makes more sense, Austin. Thank you for clarifying it. What is my go-to coffee order? So I'm not a huge coffee person, but I am a freshen up person. You can use code HOPE at checkout for 20% off your order. It also supports the channel. But that was way too smooth. I do like coffee in general. If I do get coffee, it's usually, if I can get like a frappuccino or a frappe, depending on where you order it, it's the same thing, but they're just made at different places. If it's something like that, I'll get a frappe, caramel frappe. If not, I like the iced caramel macchiato quite a lot, actually. All right, let's see what my team picks out here, and we'll make a pick accordingly. I'll start on BAP. If no one else picks, I'll kind of be the first person to pick. We got a Genji. We'll see if Redbeard here picks Ana. If Redbeard picks Ana, we're good. If not, I'm going to be Ana. Get us Nano Blade.
Another day, another battlefield.
You know, starting to look like I'm going to play Ana. Mercy is not going to do us a lot of good. So, we've got Orisa, Ana. Okay. All right, let's see what we can do here as an Ana. And we'll move forward. Mans has good taste. Yo, I appreciate that on the real. And we got a Sombra. Okay, so we have a interesting composition here. We have dive DPS. All right, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. If I don't do well playing Ana with this composition, I can always swap over to like Moira or something to keep up with the pace of the DPS. Okay. I got caught out a little bit there. That's my fault. Right on, Mango. Oh, dang. Okay, you got a lot of details to that one, Austin. Can't hit a shot. Okay, I need to not be over here on the edge. You have to reload. Okay, surely we get the... Okay. Sorry, Mercy, I need to reload. Okay, we no longer have our Genji, but we can still Nano Blossom. Okay. Ooh, jeez. No, I missed my dart. Okay. Okay, I was way too far forward here. Let's back up a bit. Wanted her up. I know that was kind of a dumb Nano. Dumb Nano, but it kind of worked somehow. Yeah, all right. It was just to keep the Mercy up, so questionable, yes, but it worked. So okay, we got a Tracer on our. He didn't even. Interesting. Oh, bad. I'm out in the open. I knew I was going to die, so I went ahead and got the Sombra. We didn't do too bad there. Got to 69%. Smile. Okay. Could have done a lot better. That was a way better start to that fight. Might need to swap break here. I can't. There's too much going on here. It's my fault. I despise the Tracer Sombra. Okay, we got this Tracer out. We got to pick enough to be able to. Okay, we should be able to take point here. Okay, have nano. Can't do anything to help you. Okay, I don't want to get hit. Okay. Okay. Struggled a bit, but we did okay. He said he's dressing a little nice because I asked the color and everything. Because I got to know, I asked it all that, but not if it's a date or not. Oh, of course. Return to battle, Mercy. Yeah. How's the mouse? Seems to be working okay today. I was semi-questioning if we were going to get the room done by December so we can get the tree up. At this pace, we'll have it knocked out in a week. Hey, that's something. You missed saying giggity? Wait, what? What? All right. Yeah, my sleep dart accuracy could be better, but that's okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. The Ana is probably not as necessary now, but we're going to stick with the Ana for now just because I'm kind of playing her okay. Okay. Oh, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. The explosions from the from their echo made me think that it was the ball was not. Ouch! Dang. Hey, you get out. Okay. No, my fault. Josh Wolfman, thanks for the follow, man. Okay, the Ana's not working. We swapped to Roadhog. Yeah, we're gonna swap back here and just play what I'm good at.
Another day, another battlefield.
They don't know when to stop.
On my way. Doctor's orders.
Okay, here we go. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Questionable window. Oh, our Mercy dies here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe she's just goaded. Okay, Mercy dies. Unfortunate. We're now down to support. Oh, nice shots on the Hanzo. My fault entirely. Good flank on his part. All right, not bad, not bad. I don't think a swap is necessary here at all. We should be able to win this.
Now you see me? Now you don't.
Okay, they now know. They scanned there. All right, not bad. I feel like I did okay. Not bad. I'm happy with a 15-4 start. Good deal. He said we got it to 69 and then added smile. Yeah, I know. Alan, though, thanks for the follow over on TikTok. I appreciate it. Starting off the day really well, guys. Let's keep the mentality up. Definitely a couple of mistakes there. Questionable choice on nanoing the Mercy on the first point. But it worked. That's what's cool. Is like my fear was we were going to lose our Mercy, who was actually doing pretty well, and then we would lose the fight consequently. But what ended up working was like throwing the nano on her to keep her alive. It somehow worked. What level are you for comp? I'm a bit new, so the symbols confuse me. No problem. This is a diamond lobby is what you're looking at right now. Diamond 5. Always nano Mercy. I'll select Baptiste here. We'll see what the rest of the team picks out. Oh, I'm seeing Farah. That's an Ana pick. That's an Ana pick. MCL Rory, I just noticed your follow over on Kick. I appreciate it. Okay, so we've got a Farah, a Lari, Soldier. Yeah, definitely looking like an Ana play for sure. His name is Spicy Egg Roll. I just noticed that. Spicy Egg Roll with an SH. That's really funny. All right, what's our tank looking like here? Okay, they know that we're gonna peek out of there. Farah. Oop. Okay, everybody's antied. Okay, be patient. Okay, yeah, we need to back out of there. That's not working. Okay, not bad. Okay, he knows I'm here. Whoop. 2 ults used. Let's get point. Oh, I'm missing. My fault on that. You already got a win? Yep. Starting off well. Okay, got Nano here. Got to look for my Nano opportunity. Okay, we're gonna come around the corner here and not. No, I was going for the D.Va, but okay. Or yeah, our D.Va was. Where is our D.Va? Oh no, she's demeched. Okay, we probably reset here. A little tactical reset. Oh, she got remeched. Oh shoot, can I help her? Really not good. I can't help her. No, quit running away. Yeah, I die here. That's okay. I tried. That was not bad. Oh, fair enough, Mango. No worries. It happens. Ooh, good play. Nice ult. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot he ulted there. That's funny. I am really bummed, though. If I had nanoed the D.Va there, I don't think we would have had as big of an issue. Good picks on our team's fart here. Team's part. Can't apparently team's fart. You're getting good picks, guys. Make sure you let out those rips, dude. I'm way too far forward here. Good D.Va bomb. The team is ripping one. Oh, that's an ult. I knew it was gonna be death, so I tried to toss an anti to hopefully help my team. Ooh, good backline shot on that. Nicely done, Alari. Do we get a pick? Ooh, they nanoed the Orisa. Okay. Okay. We're coming up on Barrage. See if I can get a POV on her. Okay, shot. Yeah, he was. Our D.Va was definitely just fully dead there. Okay, let's get a better position here. We got a pick. Target priority feels really good today. My bad, soldier. That's on me, homie. Okay, no one's peeking around that corner. Oh, yep. Knew there wasn't anything I could do to heal her. I should have stopped looking at her. See Alari. For an ult. Bad. Rush that sleep dart. It's okay. It's fortified, can't be slept. There we go. That nano I didn't notice Soldier was visoring. I actually should have nanoed the visor there, but it kept our tank alive, so that might actually be okay. Oh, that's not good. Farah's getting wrecked.
I'm on fire. What else is new?
Demeched our diva.
See an enemy.
Got a really good push so far.
Reload and enemy turret ahead.
Uh-oh. High noon. Okay.
We're outnumbered. Be advised.
Okay. My fault rushing that. Okay, we got their Zarya. No, I had nano. I think I just threw that fight. It's my fault. The team did very well there. Team did very well. Spice. What are you in placements at the minute? 1 and 0 right now. Dave is going to read this in 2 business days and be confused. No, picks and rips. I do exactly what you're talking about. Rory over on YouTube said, your Ana seems pretty good. You should just try to main her plus a couple of flex choices to help yourself climb. I appreciate this advice. I am actually a Baptiste main. The biggest reason I'm playing Ana is because we have a Pharah. So, imagine having the name Tiger. Imagine. Val said, over on TikTok, said, the only thing I can notice is the cooldown spam. Try to save it for more specific moments you need it. That name is Crispy. Thank you for the compliment, and I will definitely keep that advice in mind. Val, I appreciate it. I've heard that before. I'll be honest, I think one of the reasons I do that is just because I had a tendency to not ever use them. So I'm almost compensating and going the other direction. Does that make sense? Not that that makes it a good idea, but nonetheless, that's the reason.
You want to talk.
Excuse me. We probably need to set up there. I should have made a shorter path, but that's okay.
So you're going with gold? Running Overwatch?
Isn't that what you want?
What I want never should have mattered to begin with.
I don't think I've heard that voice line. Was that Alari and her talking? Interesting. Okay. Could be doing a little bit more damage, actually, to help out my team a little bit more, but... Sleep dart and stuff before the fight. Get an anti-nade. I think I saw a Kiriko, but I'm not entirely so sure. Yep, Kiriko to help with the antis. That was a good call on their part. Who else do they have? They have a Kiriko who can climb walls. Ooh, tank. Okay, let's try and play. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, okay. Good shots on the Ana. Bad positioning on my part where I couldn't just find cover there. Get a good sleep. Maybe rush the nade a little bit. That was my fault. Can we... We're contesting a bit. Go for point. Point. Why aren't we going to point? What are we doing? Huh. Very poor decision making. I was not paying attention to our Pharah though. Okay, the shield. peeking the same corners a lot. Might have been a little bit of an overkill usage of ults there, but okay, we won the fight. I'll take it. Better position would be good. If I can get up top here. Yeah, get over to that track. I don't know my map very well here. That's my fault. This would be a much better position to find myself in. Okay, we back off. Okay, I can't see a lot of my team from up here though. Oh. I should have slept him actually. Yeah, let's try and get out of the LOS here. Oh man. He's out of LOS. Can't, if I peek again I die. Ryan, I'm sorry. Should have grabbed the mini on my way out. Okay. Honestly, this... let's try a different position. Actually, I won't be able to see my team if I go over there. Still a different position would be better, so I'm not sitting in the middle of the open. Thought he'd still be there. It's my fault. Okay. He's antied. I don't see one to combo it with at this point. Good flank from that Cassidy. Hopefully we can get him. Oh yeah, we should be able to. It's 2v1. Yeah, good. Nano. It felt like the right thing to do. Keeping the tempo up, it felt like the right thing to do. I'm not sure if it was. Open to critique on that. Very bad. Now I'm out in the open. My fault. Really trying to figure out what I can do to help my team here. I'm kind of throwing these fights. This is not on my team. You know, at this point, a hero swap may not be bad. I know that Ana isn't going to be the best choice. Biggest reason I went BAP here is because that Cassidy keeps trying to contest the high ground. Why am I shooting that? That's my fault. Completely my fault. I should have healed him. I have to own that. Take responsibility for my actions there. I think we lose. Well, maybe. We might lose. Okay, I'm looking for an opportunity. Team playing well. I think we win because of that. Yep. Not bad. I'm happy with my gameplay today so far. It's been good. Dying a lot more than I really need to be. But I actually am very happy with my gameplay today. Very, very happy. Yeah, this is a good... This Cassidy... Wasn't this there? So yeah, this Cassidy was really good. I thought maybe one of our DPS had played Cassidy for a second, but evidently not. Sweet. Not bad. 2-0 for the day. It's a good way to start off, man. Keep moving, man. 2-0 is a really good way to do. You know what I'm saying? I am going to pull me out of queue really quick. I need to use the restroom real quick. Give me just a second, okay, guys? Helps if I'm unmuted. Let's get Cube back up. Great start to the day. Boz the Insane, thanks for tuning in over on Kick. I am sorry that I have missed your chats lately, man. I'm still struggling with that, to be honest with you. So I'll tell you guys why I often forget about my Kick and YouTube chat. I wish I could show you my POV. So I have two monitors. That's why I'm always moving my mic around too. A lot of people have pointed that out. The mic arm, if I put it over here, interferes with the camera. If I put it on this side, it covers up part of the chat, and it happens to be the YouTube and Kick chat that gets covered because YouTube and Kick are on the bottom half of the monitor, TikTok's on the top half. So I've got to figure out a better way to do this, to be honest with you, and I'm not entirely sure how to do that yet. Oh, you know what? Actually, maybe I just figured it out. Get me out of here. Maybe I figured it out. I may have just figured it out. I may have just gone big brain with it here. Huh. We'll see. Oh, hang on, Mango. That's an area I'll disagree with Ton on. If there is someone who is asking me about my... Okay, if anybody texts me and I don't want to be awake, it's not their fault that I'm awake now. It's because I didn't set my phone settings correctly at that point, right? So, is what it is. But I always put myself on do not disturb whenever I don't want to have like people disturbing me. Weird, right? So, yeah, if he didn't do that, it's his fault, not yours. Oh my gosh. So yesterday, if you guys were on stream, you probably saw that Rachel and I, we were talking about a controversy. In fact, she has put up Christmas decorations, and it is not even Halloween yet. So I've just accepted it. It's just my life now. But I came home and straight up, there were Christmas lights all over the room. There were some in Arthur's room, and I'm like, oh my Lord, why? It's all good. I just wanted to pop in and say I'm not feeling the best today. Why is that, Boz? Is it a physical thing, a mental thing, spiritual thing? Could be that too. Gives me a little update that what his day was and stuff. That's fair. Why do people put up Christmas stuff when it's not even close to Thanksgiving? I agree. I'm totally with you. But it's not worth it. It's not a hill I'm gonna die on, you know? Todd, you're just feeding the problem. Stop it. All right, Mango, be careful. Oh, man. So I just moved the chat. I don't know why I've never done this. This is like one of those duh moments. I forget that the chat is normally part of a software, but you can pop out the chat as an individual window and move it. So I did that, and now I can see it, and I'm feeling really dumb for not having done this sooner. I mean, sure, if you put Christmas stuff up the day after Thanksgiving, I could live with that, but bro, calm down. Exactly, I'm with you, Mittens. I'm totally with you on that. Completely agree. I like being a problem. It gives me purpose. Wow. Like being the problem, it gives me purpose. I keep like saying that in my head, and I'm like, wow, that could have been my mantra as a teenager, dude. Not gonna lie. Guys, if you play Clash of Clans, you should join our clan. It's called Clan for Hope. It's spelled with a C before anybody starts getting weird about it, Austin. And just as I went to pull up my base to see what I could do. So I see you did the old let's compensate, you mean compromise, and do it your way. No, there's just certain things that I don't actually care that much about. So wasn't I Master? Yeah, I peaked Masters 5 last season. Had a little bit of a mentality slip that caused me to drop to where I am now, and we're going to come back from it, guys. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in for a bit. All part of the journey, man. Okay, so we got a Hanzo. I'm locking Moira in right now. We'll see if Ana might be a swap for me. We're gonna see. Go from there. Sigma. Moira's actually not looking too bad right now. Not seeing a lot of nano combos. That's why I'm like hesitant to swap. All right. Surfetched is, of course, playing something that could be nano combo, but we'll see. You better have watched the cat vids I prescribed you. Sorry, Doc. I did not do that. Physical. I felt extremely dehydrated, and only now I'm regulating out. I've had worse birthdays. Today's your birthday, and you're feeling like that? I'm sorry. Zen would be better? With this composition? Really? Okay. Bad orb. Getting flanked. There's someone. There we go. Not bad. Zen would be better. Why? So MCL, I'm not disagreeing with you, by the way. I'm actually asking, why do you think Zen would be better? Oh, unfortunate. Don't know if there's really much of a reason for me to be up here with my. Whoop, yep. Dude, our tank needs to back up. I can't. Oh boy. Okay, try and keep up my other support. Gonna coalescence to keep my tank up and do some damage to the enemy tank. Tank is definitely killable. Okay, we kept up the tempo. Good. Not bad. Not bad. Poke comp, especially against the Queen Moira, possesses no real team utility. Discord couldn't be used to burn down Queen. Okay, I'll tell you what, if we start having some struggles because I'm playing Moira, or even if we just start struggling, I'll swap to Zen to compensate, okay? So I'm not opposed to the idea. But especially with the Genji, I keep harassing him. Okay, we got our forward spawn. Ooh, okay. It was actually a great play by our Baptiste. Doing great. Our Sigma is a little too far ahead. Let's see if I can help him by pushing back the enemy team a bit. Okay, we got an Ana over there. We have someone on point. We're good. Being a push map, we don't want to have more than one on there anyway. Try not to. Okay, yep. Gonna back off to that dynamite. Moira's a good choice here. I don't know that Moira's the best choice, but it's working, so I'm not worried about it right now. Biggest thing is if it's working, it doesn't matter. Okay. Good. Watch that dynamite. Okay, good.
Let's make some progress.
Sorry, I've not been around as much. Overwatch has not been interested in me to play or fully watch. I respect that, man. And that's all good, dude. I'm grateful that you're here today. However long you choose to be here, I'm just thankful. Okay. Team just popped off. Okay, nanoed Baptiste over a Symmetra. That's a GG. That was a really good game. My team played very well. I think it's just a bit of a team diff, to be honest. No need to swap now. Yeah, we just rolled them. And that's my thing, like, waste of time. What is this rank? Yikes. A little toxic, but... Alright. Not bad. We're on a 3-0 today. That's a good way to start. But yeah, I would have been willing to swap if that had become an issue. Baymax, thank you for tuning in over on TikTok. He said, what up, Hope? Not much, man. Just getting some dubs today. Hanging out. Enjoying the community. Enjoying a Friday. Guys, I need to talk about this more. I'm so sorry. This has been my fault. I am going to post about it in the Discord and on Twitter, but tomorrow we're doing our second ever subathon. I've increased the value of the sub. Before it was every sub would add 2.5 minutes, and now it's literally double that. Every sub adds 5 minutes to the timer. I will be guaranteeing that I do at least a 3-hour stream starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow with a potential of going all the way up to 16 hours. So if you guys are if you guys have $5 lying around, you want to help out, I appreciate it. It's also helping us pay the bills this month, so those things are there. But I'm just letting you guys know that it will also include new patrons. If we get new patrons, scaled with however much is spent, because there's a $5, $10, and $50 tier. Obviously, I will adjust the timer accordingly. So, MCL over on Kick, almost said TikTok, said, by the way, can I ask why you never joined Voice? On stream, I don't. The reason that I don't is actually twofold. One, I find that generally speaking, even if I do a lot of good call outs, there's not usually any reciprocation. There's also not any receiving. They just kind of do their own thing. What I find happens a lot in Voice is just a lot of toxicity that ends up tilting me and destroying the game. So that's one thing. The other part is more because I'm a content creator, and I had somebody, this is a while back now, who was in my game, realized I had a high-end microphone, assumed I was streaming, and started saying the N-word with a hard R over and over and over and over and over again. I almost got banned on TikTok for it. Even though I wasn't the one who said it, and I have no control over that person, TikTok's stance is it is my responsibility to keep that out of my community. So I no longer can be in Voice. I just can't risk it. Does that make sense? Let's see. Will said, how have you found coaching in this game? Are you asking like, how have I found people who are willing to coach? Or are you asking like, how have I like done with coaching? Have I received it well? Kind of two questions there. I want to make sure I answer the one you're asking, Will. I guess I could answer both. Nothing wrong with answering both. I found coaches by creating content. First coach that reached out to me was Coach Cuffy. And he's actually only done the one. But he's a really dope person. I know he's got a lot going on. But then it was just people who reached out and offered. We have people in our Discord who actually can self-assign the role of Overwatch coach if they feel like they are equipped to do that. It is up to the person being coached to determine whether that coach is qualified to coach them. That's how I've always done it since we had that role. So you can join our Discord if you're interested in coaching. I know there's several people in there that offer to do it for free. They're either trying to get experience or they just have so much passion in it that they're going to do that. So I've been getting into coaching, so I'm just wondering how to get out there. That's a very different question. If you want to be a coach, I would encourage you to be part of Overwatch communities. Doesn't have to be ours. So I'm not trying to boost my community or anything. Of course, I think my community is dope and you should be a part of it. But unrelated to that, if you want to become a coach and do that consistently, start by getting your name out there. It's like starting any business. Even if you're not planning on charging for it, the only way to get people to know you is by marketing. You can create content doing that. You could literally just create content coaching people, offer to do it for free, create content with it. That's it. It's a really good way to start. David, do we have any tank coaches in the Discord? Also, I cannot be added to the Bible study group I want to join. Oh, yeah, a ton. Add me on Discord as a friend because I'm doing it in a private group right now. But if it gets to a point where it needs to, I might just need to create a channel for it and a role. That's cool. I didn't know you were interested, Ton. That's awesome. I'd love to have you as a part of that. So hopefully that helps you, by the way, Will. Let me in the clan. Oh, I got you, bro. Did you request it just now or has it been there and I've just been ignoring it? How am I doing, boss? Dude, I'm great today, Bard. How are you? Hope you're doing great today, man. Let's see. Oh, you just rejected it. Minecraft miner. Yikes, dude. Okay. Caleb here. Let me in. It's like that guy standing outside the screen. Let me in. Alan over on TikTok said, I heard Bible study. May I ask what branch of religion am I? I am a Christian. And some people you may be asking like what my denomination is. I am a non-denominational Christian. Hopefully that answers your question. If it doesn't, feel free to clarify. Thank you, Ton. I appreciate it. I will keep an eye out for it. I'll probably get to that after stream, but as soon as I do, I'll add you into the group there. So just now, exactly how I feel. I got you, man. Got you in. MCL Rory over on Kick said, I've gone from Diamond 1 to Plat 1 since the start of the season on Tank. I can't win a game, for goodness sake. I feel that. My biggest encouragement to you is to continue to learn from your mistakes. Even when you have a lot of losses, even if you derank, that's where I'm at. I deranked from Masters 5 last season to Diamond 5 now. I really want to encourage you. This is what I've learned the hard way. don't let your teammates tilt you. Focus on you. It's something that's way easier said than done, but I really want to encourage you with that. Your whole family is Lutheran except you? Ooh, that's especially if you said you're saying so you're non-denominational. Being non-denominational around a group that is generally fairly legalistic when you talk about Lutherans, that's hard, I imagine. So, yeah, we're starting a Bible study, Alan. If you want to, you can become a part of it. I really didn't think there'd be that much of an interest in it. I had 3 people yesterday who talked about it, so I talked to them, and then Ton, who's in the TikTok stream right now, mentioned that they are interested. Anybody who is interested, it's not a closed group. I didn't know how much interest there would be, so I'm keeping it kind of small for now. The big thing is I don't want this Bible study to ever become another thing that I am leading that comes across as me teaching rather than learning as well. That's one of my biggest things I'm trying to avoid. So if it gets to a certain scale, we may have to figure that out. Imagine being a Christian while your mom's side of the family is Roman Catholic. Ooh, that would be tough, dude. That'd be tough. Nothing against Roman Catholics, by the way. It's just a very legalistic religion. That's all. So. Joe Swanson's wheelchair. What a name. Thanks for tuning in over on TikTok. He said, I haven't seen the live in a while. How are things going? They've been going good. Last week and a half, 2 weeks have been a little bit mentally taxing because I just didn't have the right mindset. Now that I have the right mindset, we're doing great now. Wonderful. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Of course. I was her life's work. It seemed to me.
Who's our other support? I may end up having to go Ana here to have some healing on our Echo. Oh yeah, for sure I need to go Ana if we're gonna have a Zen. This poor Echo would never get healed. Oh, okay, they just went Moira. Wow, they just wanted Moira. That's sad. You've been having a really good season? Good deal, Joe Swanson. That's awesome. Okay, so I need to get in a position where I can see all my team. Looks like we're going to be fighting on the right side. I don't know how that sleep dart didn't hit her, but that's okay. Okay, they're starting to push in. I've missed a lot of anti-nades. I'm going to have to slow that down a little bit. Oh. She just solo ulted me. Very unfortunate. Okay. Orisa ulting. So they've got 2 ults used by their team, using a lot of ultimates. I should have nanoed there, but I didn't get the chance to before I died. Oh, we got a good coalescence. Okay. Teabagging that Widow, that's for sure. Yep, I knew I was gonna die, so I went ahead and tossed Nano. We might be able to recover that if we don't hit target the tank. We're doing great. Good job, team. Very, very good job, team. Great. Ooh, that Widow's getting some decent shots on occasion.
Flashpoint temple.
All right. Okay. I could be doing maybe a little more damage. 419 is just not good as Ana, especially with me. I need to be doing a bit more than that. Okay, position here is probably a little bit further back. Am I stupid? This doesn't go where I thought it would go? Oh, that's bad. That's my fault. I'm going to be there a lot later now. Completely my fault. We'll see what I can do anyway. Okay, good job on the Genji. Okay, good use of cover on my part. I was happy with that. Okay, Genji. A little bit far forward, but if we're going to fight a little bit further up here, I should probably move into a better position. Throw a nade. Oh, nope, I die, and I don't get to use Nano because I'm out of position. That's my fault. I was hoping to toss Nano on our Rhine before I die there, but I'm dying way too much. I think I just threw that fight for our team. Dang, okay. My fault. I'm going to own that. I'm going to come back and do our best here. Maybe my team... Okay, wait for next fight. Good stuff. Yeah, this is our point for sure. Sombra is salty she got killed as Widow. Oh, was that? I didn't even notice that was who swapped, to be real with you. Feels bad. Good luck in games, dude. Thanks, Travis. I appreciate it, man. Mentality's in a lot better place today, and I really appreciated your encouragement yesterday, man. My dad's side of the family isn't faith or religious focused, but they also don't care if people do practice the kind of thing as long as you don't shove it down their throat. I think that's pretty much everybody, though, to be fair. Whoops. Okay, Genji, little... Okay, Genji, you're on your own right now, buddy. I gotta kind of stick with our team here. I did my best. Getting dove by 3 people. That's a very unfortunate death. Not sure I could have done much more there. I tried backing off as soon as they TP'd. We still have... Let's see. I have to reload. Just gonna have to be their point. Okay. Yeah, we just leave. That's okay. They have a little ways to go now. That was a good sleep on my part, I felt like. Happy to hit that sleep on that Rhine. Really good cleanse on their Kiri. Crap. This map knowledge just got me killed. It's my fault. I thought that was a different path than it was. I was gonna lead me back around to them, so completely my fault. My team is playing very well. I'm happy with them. This is really good to see.
There's a test subject.
All right, focus up. Don't want to lose the game and get reverse swept here. Oh, good blade maybe. We got a tank pick at the beginning. Did we just burn 2 ults? 2 ults. Okay, 2 ults isn't bad. I almost thought we burned 3. See if I can look at our Reaper and help him know I'll Nano Blossom him. Okay, we used 3 ultimates there. Pretty heavy investment. Okay, bad position here. Probably die on point here to try and hold it. Yeah, trying to bail wouldn't have worked. We've invested 3 ultimates there. Gosh, is there a better way for me to play here? Actually, with a Rhine? We'll try this. We'll try it. I don't want to throw. Shoot. I don't think the Zen is a good pick here, actually. I'm gonna, let's see, we're 10 and 7. I really could be playing a lot better. I'm just gonna play BAP. I feel like I'm not quite here today. Not anybody else's fault but my own. I've swapped and lost a lot of ult charge. But, oh come on, Ryan. Yeah, I don't think we get that point back. Wow. Wow. Good job to my team there. I think the BAP was actually a good call. That worked a lot better. Wait, hold up. I think this might be the Nano. Yeah, it was. I think I gave him Nano right at this fight. Good deal. 4-0. Good way to keep rolling. I'm really, really happy with my performance today. This is very, very good. Mentality is up. This is really helping. I assume this is probably ton. Yeah, probably so. Let me add, so it's SGM, okay. I gotta remember to add you to the group chat real quick, SGM, hang on. Wait, wasn't it one something? Oh, yeah, right here. There we go. Weird. Okay. All right, let me read through this before I forget. I opened a Discord and like group chat, and there are messages in it that I know I'll forget to read, so. Cool. All right. Cool. Cool. I'm back. Hey, you're back. Laundry do okay? Opening up my Clash of Clans thing really quick to make sure I don't have any free builders that need to get back to doing something. It's like the game knew. It's like, what? You're doing things? I should give you a game right now. Ooh. Moody Brig here. Jeez. Aldersbrunn. Doesn't this look like Eichenwald? Did they just rename it for the holidays? Yeah, I'm seeing a really good comp coming out of here really quick.
Another day, another battlefield.
Yeah, it is. Isn't this just Eichenwald? They renamed it? Okay, I was like, is that a permanent rename or just for Halloween? I missed that. I missed that memo.
Sharp, brother.
My arrows will never dull, as long as my will stands strong.
I meant your hair.
But nice to know. So I'm hubering this idea for like special events and stuff, having a Baptiste cosplay. Thoughts? That would be pretty dope. Brooke, thank you for your follow on TikTok. I truly appreciate it. Just realized that I accidentally pulled one of my notification windows out. I'm hearing Farah. Ooh. Sorry, I had a Farah that was flanking us. Homie, I wasn't trying to ignore you. That's not good. No, maybe our team clutches? Need to hold high ground. Good plays by my team. We have Shatter, Blossom. Okay. No, I messed that up. Good stuff. Good stuff from this team. Don't want to get too greedy here. You got a really good hold on these guys. Okay, I can't see as much of my team now. I'm going to get behind them. Mentality is everything. Holy crap. Thank you guys for carrying my weight. Anything for my strong German friend. Imagine being... What is that? Oh, that's a... Probably a thing. 4 wins? Yeah, I know. This is looking like a 5th too. Huge W. Less brawl looking now. Let's.
I will break this world. Hello. Just one more mission.
I had to get coffee. Nice. What kind of coffee did you get? Or are you just making coffee in like your house? What was that Bangalore flex animation? Oh, so Zarya is a muscle mommy. We all know it. She just is what it is, and it's fine. Look at that orb. So many things I want to say. I'm not going to say any of them. Okay. Let's be careful, because I think they laid some turrets there. Okay, Zarya's in a bad spot. The heck? They got turrets back here. Yeah, they know I'm here now. I need to get out of that position. Okay, this position not the most optimal for my team. Amplify her healing. Send out a sleep dart. She's forcing objective? Interesting. Help you. Yeah, it's GG. Take a nap. 5-0 today, chat. Holy smokes. Let's see this. Oh, a shatter. Does that get amplified by the amplification matrix? I have to wonder. All right, 5-0. There's no way I don't rank up. I'm thinking Diamond 3 if I'm lucky. Diamond 4. I'll take Diamond 4. First rank up in a couple of days. I'll take it. All right. Let me update the picture here, the rank. It's a diamond 4. There we go. Cool. Know what? Keep it up like that and you'll climb out of diamond soon enough. Yep, I'm hoping so. Maybe it'll be the day. It doesn't get amped. Oh, okay. I didn't think so because it's not in any way kind of a projectile, but he's still backed up behind it, and he seemed like he knew generally what he was doing as Ryan. So I just assumed it would get amplified potentially, but it does make sense. Yes, it does. It did for me. Wait, what do you mean? Animation? The fire strike. Yeah, that's true. That's a projectile that goes through it. I'm talking about his ultimate, his shatter. Never mind. I thought you were talking about MMR. Oh, gotcha. Just a little confusion happens. Doom, 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 doom. Seeing all these people posting about TwitchCon, it's like, wow. Taking naps are for the weak. Yeah, I go into work at 3 a.m., so I've been up for 12 hours. Yeah, that's fair. I used Rampage as JQ through a window, and it said BAP assisted on the kill feed. I mean, I guess JQ becomes a projectile. It could be that BAP just shot a few times, too. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. CarQ better make another video on what gets amplified by Baptiste's animation or animation matrix, amplification matrix.
Now traveling to Busan. Prepare for battle.
Had to step away for a sec, but 5-0, sick. Yep, it's 5-0 and a rank up to Diamond 4. Okay, we got a Lucio. I'll try a BAP. See what our team shakes out to be here. Doomfist. If one other person goes dive, I may actually swap to Ana here. Oh my gosh, Austin, what the heck?
Another day, another battlefield.
No more stuck in D5. Yep, it's all about adjusting your mentality, and that's what I did. So neither of our damage have chosen a hero yet. I'm gonna stand up, stretch my legs here for a second.
Remember, if you want me to
Okay.
very still.
The other one plays dive. I'm gonna go Ana.
Avoid their bullets.
So far, I'm seeing BAP is actually not a bad play here.
5, 4, 3,
Come on, DZ, what you doing, homie?
1.
All right, I'm not gonna worry about him. We'll just play to the best of our ability with what we have, and we'll go from there. Do we have an AFK? Okay, we got a... Okay. Ooh, my fault for not being in the right position to help him. Okay, they are going pretty dive heavy. Lucio's looking a little bit worse for wear. The left animation, or the, oh. Can't help him. Okay, we held him off point for a little bit. I actually, we'll stay BAP here. We're gonna stay BAP. I thought about going Ana for the visor, but he seems to be doing okay work on his own, so we still held point. Oh, nope, that's it right there. They're all gonna die. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna watch our Lucio. He's the most vulnerable. Made her waste ult. It was worth it. Weird animation. That is very strange.
It's not over till it's over.
Lucio went to go solo cap. Or maybe just force point a bit. Yeah, that's a... I probably could have played better. That's my fault. What can I do to help this team here?
0 to 1.
So we are getting... They are doing a pretty good dive. I don't play Tracer very well. What could I do that's...
This looks like the best.
With this particular point, I'm going to swap to Ana here. I'm seeing an Ana opportunity for sure. With the visor, with... Yeah, I think Ana is going to be our play for this game. Or for this round. Excuse me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Capture the objective.
Okay. Poke composition through and through. Okay. Good. Really big stagger. Oh, I saw someone over there. Let's try and play this corner. Okay. Got Lucio coming left side, so we're gonna go Or right side. So we're gonna go left. Okay, it was a bad prediction. Okay, she's on the. Yeah, I die. Unfortunate. Okay. Better than the BAP. It was definitely working better than the BAP. What did I do wrong though? I'm doing okay. I could be doing better for sure. So I just got to figure out what it is. Probably I missed a lot of shots there. That was a lot of the problem. So just get back to focusing. Ooh, bad. Good night. The Tracer and Sombra combo is really what's getting me. Good for them. It's alright. That's GG. Unfortunate. I don't think there's really much I could have done massively better. Like, there wasn't one key thing. So that's okay. I'll take my first loss of the day. I would say my biggest thing is I was missing a lot of my healing and damage shots. I think I started, like, panicking a bit. Combined with the... combined with their Sombra Tracer combo. They did a very good job pressuring the back line, and I probably should have just tried to swap Brig, honestly. Even though I don't have a huge... I don't have a lot of hours with Brig. Yeah, I always get some interesting comments on TikTok. I'll read one. This is public. It's not like I can, you know. So someone commented and said, "Someone tell me how Baptiste's 3 health bars and insane damage is fair. 2 abilities on extreme cooldowns and a passive all supports get. I'm unsure how this is difficult to beat. Realize that supports are stupid broken right now. You need to look at the meta." Like, okay. So I understand now from the other perspective, people who are complaining about, like, the tank meta and stuff like right now. It's just so much complaining. Lots of whining in the Overwatch community. I'm just really glad that I've gotten to the place where I'm no longer going to participate in that. Actually, this map might be an auto map. So, support is broken. I mean, I respectfully disagree, but that's okay. I come back during Art and you're 5-1. Good job. Thanks, man. Just got my first loss of the day, actually, last game. Just played poorly. It happens. Definitely didn't play the way I should have. There's not a tank meta. What I mean by that, Itadori, and I guess maybe tank meta is a poor way to phrase it, but the tank problem right now, where it's basically you have to counter swap or you're going to lose. seems to be a consistent issue that I see people complaining about the play tank, and they're not necessarily wrong fundamentally, but, and for all I know, supports are broken. But instead of complaining about whatever the current hot topic is in the Overwatch community, how do you overcome it? And if you can't, just continue to learn from your own mistakes. You know what I'm saying? That's my thought. That's my thought. Maybe tank meta was a poor phraseology, though. I'll own that. This is looking sort of poke-ish. Keep playing frontline Ana here, and that needs to end. Way too far back in the open if that Sombra flanks again. That's my fault on the rush sleep dart. Back up. Okay, definitely doing my best here. My Sigma, the nano there, was to try and prevent him from dying while I could shift my target priority in healing. I shouldn't have hard scoped there. I was out in the open. It's my fault. Okay, that was a good nade, actually, on my part. No. Dang it, I knew that I had the Widow on my left too, it's my fault. Angelina, thanks for the follow over on TikTok, I do appreciate it. Team's doing God's work right now. Yep, our tank has done very, very well. He knows when to disengage. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, you go, you go, you go. I need to stay on point if I'm on it here. Very unfortunate. Okay, my position here is not helping my team at all. Except that I'm pushing point, I guess. Yeah, the team got real split. I die if I'm not careful. Yep, I die anyway. I forgot the door was closed. That's my fault. I shouldn't have stayed where I was. Very, very bad positioning on my part. Okay. The Reaper behind. There are Winston. There we got a pick. No, I used the wrong cooldown. Oh no. Do I stand with Palestine? I stand for peace. I don't care. I just want it to be. I want the fighting to be over. Good luck with your games, homie. Cheesy, thank you, man. That may seem like a cowardly view, but I actually do want peace in that region. I don't care. I don't think that I understand enough fundamentally to know. I think if I can get here in Nano, keep our queen up. Oh, she's fortified. Okay. Good stuff. The Nano actually worked. Bruh. Who is bruhing? Mercy is very upset. Tank needs to take some space, so I'm not sure why they're hanging out on payload with me. Oops, rush nade, my fault. Okay, no one's on payload. No, I thought I juked him. My fault. My fault. Definitely could have played a lot better and helped my team a little bit more. So I have to own the fact I could have done better.
Score 2-0. Switching sides.
Not bad, but could have done better. I think a lot of, like, as I look at that game, oh, if we aren't going to stay with our original comp, though, I may swap around a little bit. They were playing a lot of, let's say, a Sombra that really wasn't a problem. They had a soldier. Going pseudo dive here. No? Okay. Sig or Zar could work. Okay. Okay. Either of those Ana pairs well with, so I'll stick with it. Just thinking about a swap maybe to Kiriko, but not bad. I'll take it. What the heck is happening in my kick chat between Tiger Ace Ray and Mittens? I've just lost track of where I last read, to be honest with you. There's so much going on. Alright.
Things were a lot simpler when I was robbing banks with the deadlock.
No worries, Mako. Good luck with the stuff around the house. Okay, so they had a Widow that was doing some pretty good stuff, actually. So we're going to try not to be out in the open. But I also want to be able to see my team. So maybe here. Maybe here. Our Sombra's kind of playing her own game right now. So we've got people behind me. What the heck? He tabbed out! Oh my gosh. My game just literally tabbed out in the middle of... I don't know why it does that. It's a weird Overwatch glitch. Okay. That's alright. I can't change that. I don't know what that problem is. We now have no support, though. We lose that fight. 1000% we lose that fight. I don't think that I get there in time to save our SIG. Okay, who's with me? Anybody? No. Okay, yeah, I don't push that right now. Okay, they are playing... Their Sombra is now causing problems. So maybe might behoove us to have a Brigitte. Okay, oh, she dove point. They tried. I didn't really have a good place to go there at that point. Man, I'm just not playing as well as I should be here. I think I might be rushing all my cooldowns. I'm gonna try and slow myself down a little bit here and see what I can do to help. You get a regroup. Okay, don't get too aggressive. Okay, wanted to at least try and hit a... Okay. It's a good pick, got him off high ground. Dang, man. I let my tank get separated, it's my fault. Wow. Shoot, man. I'm really not sure what to do here. Definitely get to Nano and then probably swap to Brig. I don't know. Trying to figure out what I've done wrong here. She just turned around and let the Kiriko shoot her. Their Kiriko is very good. What is... You're not gonna do anything? Yeah, it's GG. It's very unfortunate when you have a Sombra that dies 12 times as Sombra in the current rework. It's kind of like, yikes. But I'm not saying it's her fault that we lost. I definitely was the problem there. So, let's see. Green Falcon. I'm doing okay, man. Doing all right. 5-2 for the day is pretty good. Bit of a loss streak started here, though, so I got to figure out what happened. If I lose one more game, I'm going to stop for a second and review my losses and see if there's a common thread and try and adjust, because 2 losses in a row could just be very unlucky, but it's okay. Do I think changing the color for your enemies and teammates helps your gameplay? Honestly, I don't even remember changing it. Everybody tells me that this is not the default, but apparently I changed it at some point. I don't know that it really makes a difference to me one way or the other, so... Yeah, I'm with you, Caleb. 12 deaths as Sombra is very insane. She has way too much survivability to be dying that much, but it's all right. Maybe she's just having a bad game. I could have done a lot better that last game. Still better than you were yesterday? What do you mean, Green Falcon? I'm debating changing mine. I'm colorblind. Oh, but the struggle makes it fun. Yikes. Man, I really gotta make it a priority to work through my watch later playlist on YouTube. Got a lot of videos starting to stack up in there now. Crazy. Do I ever play tank? I don't. I'm actually completely unranked in tank. Last season I played tank was before they... I don't even know. It's been a while. 4 or 5? Yeah, 4. Silver 2 tank. And that was carried over from season 3, but I played no games in season 4, so that just became unranked. I got up to plat 4 now. I believe I'm going either 3 and 4 or 5 or 4 and 4 and 5 on tank. Oh, crazy. Yikes. Yeah, I don't pretend to understand tank very much. I've done okay with damage in the last little while. Damage, I won 50 games last season, stayed silver 1 though, because I had a lot of losses too, I think. But yeah, last season I played a lot more damage because I was trying to help a friend rank up out of plat in tank. And he's now back in plat, and I'm now back in diamond, so it is what it is. Not a big deal. Starting a little warm. Let me check the... Okay, it's 70 outside, so if I open the window up here, it'll just get hot. Okay, give me just a second. Tank is so depressing, it's actually effed. Yeah, that's what I've heard, but I don't know, I guess I really want to encourage you guys. Don't let the current situation with Overwatch be the reason you don't rank up. Just figure out how to overcome it. That's what I'm trying to do too. So it's been about, okay, it's about 2. I'm gonna be semi AFK waiting on drywall. No worries. You need to move the car. I had to park in the yard. Oh, yikes. Yeah, especially with the grass you're planting. I want a DPS because tank gets repetitive, especially if you don't have good healing. Yeah, I gotta say, one of the things that I find a lot when I talk to people who play either damage or tank is a genuine... Most of the time I've noticed that when that happens, it's typically your positioning that's your bigger problem. It's actually not your healing. I've seen that a lot with people who blame heals or supports. But I really believe that. I really believe that there's positioning that becomes a bigger issue. That's my opinion. I don't run into good heals much, so then I go meta Orisa to survive. Yeah, Orisa or Hog because of his self-healing. I can understand that. And again, I'm not in your games. I don't know. I'm just saying it's what I've generally experienced. Okay, I don't want to play Alari here. We have a Rhine pick. Zenyatta, that could be good. Get a Bastion going here.
Another day, another battlefield.
Are you still trying to get into Overwatch League? Yes, I am, but it'll take time. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. The problem isn't heals, but rather the damage the support does. Support is not healer. Yeah, that's fair. Very, very true, Truls. I'm with you. It rained pretty solid all night. I don't know if I'll really need to water the rest of the month. Oh, good deal. Right on, Austin. That's awesome. Your opinion is slightly biased because you're a support player, just saying. I respectfully disagree. I try to keep myself in a place where I look at when I screw up too. And there's plenty of times where my tanks have died because I just wasn't paying enough attention. Right? But I would say that a lot of the time I've noticed that it turns into the tank is just not paying attention kind of a scenario. front line. It's my fault. Completely my fault. Good for them on their positioning. Bad play on my part. Completely bad.
Not every day gives you a second chance.
Did not have to die there. Okay. We got a limb. And this is what I'm talking about with Reinhardt positioning. You guys are very well coordinated. Wow. Wow, these guys are very well coordinated. Good for them. That's awesome. Interesting. Did I watch the finals a couple weeks back? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know about this W keying.
Thank you, my friend.
That's a bad immort. Come on, man. Okay, we got a pick. Reload. She TP'd out. Okay, we got point. Tank's kind of going on. She's got almost full charge. This team is very scattered. It's very unfortunate. Baptiste is not working. We're gonna try out the Ana here and see how it goes. All right, what can I do? Okay, our tank is once again out of LOS. Better get out of his LOS. Oh my gosh, please get him. Thank you. I missed a shot there. Shit, name trainer, it really helped my aim. My aim hasn't been awful this game, but
60 seconds remaining.
I'm not finished. My spirit.
yeah, it could, I mean, it can always be better, I suppose, but our tank is very, very, very much taking some space. Good for him, I guess. I knew I was gonna die, so I tossed Nano. Oh, and he's not gonna get anything from it, is he? Very unfortunate. Yeah, Houston's your team. You got rolled. I'm sorry to hear, man. Dude, but you gotta respect the Florida Mayhem. They played very well. Okay, I don't know if we're gonna be able to retouch that. Yeah, we don't retouch. Maybe we do? Oh, shoot. I went the worst possible way. Team dies now. Completely my fault. I have to own... It is what it is. I have to own the fact that my map knowledge just lost us that fight. That's on me. We got a good push. I'm trying to figure out maybe what I could do to help my team here. How much are they dying? Because I'm not saying it's their fault either. I'm just saying they're dying a lot. Not getting a lot. Made 5 ult and no one stays on the cart. I don't believe that I had ultimate though. Oh wait, I tossed ult though, so I guess I did have ult. One who's died the most though is the one complaining. It's very interesting though. It's all right. Let me see what I can do about keeping my team up a little bit better. I think that's probably my fault. As many total team fights we've lost, it's gotta at least be partially my fault. Okay, they played really good positioning up here. I don't really have a way to get up there as Ana. I should maybe have gone back here. Ana Zen's good, isn't it? I think Ana Zen is good as far as a support combo. Okay. Can I see through here? I can. So if I can... There's a staircase? Over here? Okay, Sombra just moved to the left, I think. No, it wasn't a Sombra. I just saw something there. Oh no, they distracted me. Okay. Tank, what are you doing? I'm sorry. You can't, and that's what I'm talking about right there. Is like you can't really out heal bad position. Okay, I'm gonna try and drop back here. Our tank literally just raged. That's so very unfortunate. Play on left for LOS. Okay, I guess... Did he actually say GG guys mass report? Yeah. Very unfortunate. It's alright. Levers are just part of the game sometimes. Okay, so you're saying to my left. I'll have to study that positioning a little bit better. Thank you for the correction on that, guys. It's my bad. But this is still a winnable game. 4v5 can be won. It's challenging, to be sure. Don't stay there, Zen. Yeah, my whole team gave up after the tank left. 4v5 is still winnable, but a lot of people just tilt. Very unfortunate. Make sure to report that guy real quick. It was
Play of the game.
Like a gentle rain.
Very unfortunate. Yeah, it happens though. That's just part of the game sometimes, man. Okay, but I did say that if I lost another game, even though that one was because of a lever, just objectively, there's not much of a way to get around the fact that that's the reason we lost. I could have played better though. So here's what we're gonna do. You guys pointed out some positioning that I could have done better in that game. So we're gonna use that game as an example of, yeah, 5 and 7s are really not good, regardless of anything. Let's look at the replay really quick. And I'm wanting you guys to give me as many like little critiques as you can, but please be kind. It's always my biggest thing. I don't mind critique. Never minded critique. Just be kind. So we're gonna go, what is it, F7 for me? No, F8. Okay. And we'll kind of skip into the first little bit of the fights here. I think our team composition started off really good. I think the BAP was a good choice. So we're gonna slow it back down. Started off good. "4v5 can't be won without a tank," but nice mentality. I don't think it's a mentality. I think I've won games like that. It's not common, but you have to have really or very good players, but it can happen. It's not a mentality thing. I don't want to lie to myself. This positioning up here by them was so good. Now, okay. Mistake I'm noticing here is now my positioning. Now that I've recognized where they are, what I needed to do was reposition myself. So I know my positioning's bad. Let's walk it back a little bit. We're going to slow it down. So I'm seeing myself over here kind of in the open. Never won a game without a tank, which is the most important role. Agree to disagree, Twin, but I appreciate you being here. You have Zen for damage? See, yeah, here's the thing. Can I share my take on that real quick, guys? We can disagree, by the way, and it's okay. My thought. Oh, kick chat. I'm a little behind on that. Sorry, guys. I'll be right with you. Give me a second. My take on the whole idea of whether you should do damage or heal is completely situational. I don't think there's a blanket sweep, and I don't think there's even a blanket sweep based on team composition. But I do think you need to heal when your team needs healing and do damage to help your team get the eliminations. Sometimes you can get your own eliminations as a support player. But I think generally, in order to aid your team the best as a support, you need to only do damage really when you're aiding your team in the team fight, or damage before the fight. Finding damage is definitely a good thing. I agree with that. But you don't need to, yeah, exactly what, that's a really good example. You don't need to heal your teammates if they have 90% health. I'm guilty of that. I find myself doing that more commonly than I'd like to admit. It's a habit I'm trying to break. It's okay. No one is critical. No one is literally in danger of dying. While they are not in danger of dying, do damage. When they are in danger of dying, heal. Particularly with Baptiste, there's this shoot, heal rhythm. I believe it is from what I've understood so far, it is the best way to get the most value. If you're hitting every shot, if you're literally, just in that theory, you're hitting every single shot, you're hitting every single heal, shoot, heal, shoot, heal, and continuing to do that is how you get the most value per second out of Baptiste as far as healing and damage go. And I'm not sure if I phrased that perfectly, so forgive me for that, but I'm going to continue to watch this. So right here, I jump. This jump, as soon as I realize where they are, I should not be jumping again. But I'll tell you exactly why I did it. The reason I'm jumping here is because I'm like, oh, if I jump again, I can probably shoot them. But now, I get beamed by the soldier. And now I'm literally in front of a charged up Zarya. My tank is off. I have no idea what he's doing, to be honest with you. But maybe he's trying his best. And then I end up dying because I am right up here in the middle of the screen. Hang on, let me message J-Dog here. Hey, Dale. So I want to discourage all of you, but I'm calling you out, Dale, because I'm seeing you do it. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing with each other, but don't like flex your role or your rank and try and say you can't just say you know it all. You just can't. If you're not the #1 player in the world, you don't get to say that. This idea that once you hit GM on all roles, that you just are basically God tier and that no one can tell you you're wrong is very arrogant and kind of scary, to be honest, because you're starting to get to a place where you truly think there's nothing more you can learn. And at that point, you've lost. Take it with a grain of salt. But I am going to say very, very, very clearly, the passive-aggressive statements aren't necessary, and they don't aid you in your conversation. So I want to discourage that heavily. Ozzy, you said you can walk around to get there. Yeah, I think I'm seeing... So you guys are talking real quick. You guys were talking about my Ana positioning. This doesn't speed this up, does it? Okay, cool. I grinded from silver to get up here. It's just basic game knowledge. Always more to learn, true. That's all I'm saying. But once you get to GM, it doesn't mean you've peaked. It doesn't mean you've learned everything. You can still learn stuff as GM because you're not top 500. And if you're top 500, you're not #1. And if you're #1, do you really still know everything? You see what I'm saying? Just rank is not the best way to determine how much of the game you understand. Hey, Trolls. Awkward is an incredibly good support player, but he is not the actual rank #1. He does not stay rank 1 all the time. Bothers me that he keeps saying that. I'm an awkward supporter for sure. I enjoy a lot of his gameplay, but he was many times. Okay. But those were different metas. Those were different gameplays. It's like that to me, Trules, this is kind of what you're saying. It would be like saying, oh yeah, I was rank 1 in Overwatch 1. Well, it's a completely different game now without 2 tanks. It's completely different, right? So just to be clear, I'm not saying there's nothing to learn from awkward Trules, but I think one of the things that he struggles with is communicating that healing is important. Damage is good. Damage is very important. But I think that he focuses too much on that. Just need to look at your team comp to see what role you're fulfilling. And see, I think that I do say that team comp is not as big of a deal. It's not the reason you're winning or losing, in my opinion. So. Colossus Demise, I think is how you'd say that. Thank you for your follow on Kick. I really appreciate it. Welcome aboard, friend. Violet is best. There's really great players out there for sure. He was a contender. He was contender. Yeah, he was. Just need to look at your team comp. Right, okay. I just want to make sure I'm not falling behind on chat. It's my bad, guys. So, okay, so you can wrap around here. To be honest with you, I had no idea this was here. This is just the fact that I literally have less than 400 hours in Overwatch, and I don't do a lot of map exploration. And that's something maybe I could work on. Because this piece of knowledge right here, I would have used. I actually thought right here was sealed. So that's my fault. That's why I didn't position as Ana here. The other part of the reason that I didn't position as Ana here is because I don't have any way to do damage as well. And you do want to do some damage. Healing is important. And as a support, it is a very big part of your role. I really want to be very clear. I understand that. But you want to position yourself in a way where you can not only do healing, but you can also do damage. Here is where I was at some point, and we'll get to that in a second. And I was shooting down that way, hailing. I would have been able to see damage as well. However, if I go up here, by the time I'm able to do damage, they've moved past the choke point, and now we're in a bit of a pickle. However, all of that to say, I do think this would have been better positioning at a certain point with Ana later. Regardless, now that I understand that this is back here, this is a different part of the map that I didn't know about. Again, something that I have to own as my fault completely. Okay? So, I died, though, because I was in very bad positioning. We're going to go back to this here, and we're going to skip a little ways in. Sorry about the audio there. I have no control over that. Okay, we're going to slow it back down to normal speed here now that we're kind of in the fight. Okay, my Zen is now very low, and I don't see him. That's my fault. I'm seeing that next to my name. He's very low. Okay. I have window here. Now, right here, actually, now, again, knowing this new positioning piece, My better position would actually probably... Well, as Baptistus may not actually be as bad as I think it is. Probably be a little bit closer, like right here on this corner. Or even right over here, so we can wiggle around the corner and get some jumping. But all the way back here, I think, was not good. Move forward. All right. He did. I'm focusing the wrong target here. As soon as I started shooting the Zarya, when I had a Life Weaver on my screen, and within the window, I should have shot him. I know I end up switching, so I'm like, wait, okay, yep. Now I realize there's a soldier behind. Okay, this right here, suicidal at best. Why I charged forward towards it, I know what I was thinking. It wasn't the best thought. But what I'm noticing so far is a consistent problem with my positioning and movement. I knew my position was bad, so I moved. But the way that I moved was very bad. My tank just needed to die here. I'm going to be honest. This was not something I can do anything about. They are in 3 different heroes LOS, and there's a very... This isn't a high charge, I don't think. This looks like... I don't know exactly what full charge looks like, so I can't really say, but he's very low. Has just me for support. He's got a Zen over here. Okay, so he's moving towards his Zen. The better move for me would have been to go around the other... Literally the opposite direction, especially because I have a... that's a fully charged... Is that full charge? Well, then, especially in that case. Sorry. Learning. Especially in that case, it was the worst possible decision I could have made. So I should have come back over here. Maybe helped my Cassidy win this 1v1 with the Genji. Would have been a 2v1. Then I could have come around and potentially helped out here to heal. But because of the positioning I put myself in, I can guarantee you I die here. Yep. Now, Genji kills the Cassidy. Really poor use of Immort, I think, actually. It was not a bad, like, as far as, like, risk assessment things go, but, yeah. So, my positioning at the start of that fight is what led to my death here. I am noticing a consistent problem with my positioning. So, we're going to stop reviewing, because at both deaths, it's been my positioning. It hasn't been my team. It hasn't been my tank. It hasn't been anybody. It has been my own fault. So, I'm going to work on my positioning. I need to reply to a Facebook message really quick that I read and I know I'll forget. So if I don't reply to it now, I will forget. There we go. Great walkthrough. I need to review my losses like that too. I'm trying to get in a better habit of not just queuing back up, especially when I'm on a loss streak. Like I absolutely needed to recognize and need to recognize when I'm on a loss streak, there is a common denominator in every single one of those games, and it's me. Whether it's completely my fault or not, doesn't matter. So, something I'm working on is what it is. Can't change anybody else but me, so I'm going to continue to work on that. And my father-in-law sent me a text. I want to make sure I look at that. Again, I keep accidentally opening these things. I try not to look at my phone while I'm on stream too much. I say that a lot, though, so it's almost like, do I actually try? Hang on. Essence, I'm sure is probably how you say that. If I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sorry, but thank you for your follow over on Kick. I'm hoping to get alerts going here soon. They don't have all of the what was I saying? Sorry. They don't have all the tech on the back end. It's called their API tokens. They haven't released that yet. Hoping that they do that in the next month. That's what they've rumored is their timeline for it. Once that happens, we'll have some better alerts on Kick. I really want to have those working for tomorrow's subathon, so I may actually end stream a little early today. Well, no, I'm only doing one video today, so I'll have extra time. Okay. I'm going to spend some time trying to see if I can figure out alerts. Allegedly, there are Kick alerts, but you have to do it through something called Botrix, and when I tried to set that up, It did not go well. It was very, very difficult for me to understand because maybe I'm just a moron, but I couldn't figure it out. So let me read through here. Ozzy, do you and Rory know each other? See the like bordering on flirtatiousness. If not, good for you guys. I was just wondering. Little budding romance. Or maybe a bromance, no judgment. Am I a full-time content creator? I am. Yes. This is what I do for a living. I'm always amazed that I can. You guys do know each other. Okay, I kind of figured, but I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's just a budding romance. But yeah, I am a full-time content creator. I've been full-time now for a little over a year. And I don't make a lot of money. A lot of people get it in their heads that like, oh, he's full-time. I don't, he probably makes a lot of money. I don't. We're lucky if we break $1,000 in a month. But we figured out how to make it work. We live with my in-laws because rent is ridiculously high, even if I did want to have a full-time job and do this, which again, I'm a full advocate for. The reason that I do this full-time is and again, this is part of my personal beliefs. Please understand that. If this isn't how you believe, it's okay. I'm a Christian, and I firmly believe that God has called me to be a positive light in the esports world. And I specifically chose Overwatch because of how much I fundamentally enjoy the game. So I'm working on kind of ironing that out and how that looks. But that's why I've been pushing so hard to get YouTube ad revenue going. And TikTok's creativity beta is a very big thing for me because it allows me to be paid purely from people enjoying my content. You don't have to have spent $1 of your own, just your time. And that's what a lot of people do. They spend their time watching my content, and I want to honor that and also be able to pay the bills. So this month, we were a little bit shorter on our bills, but we are doing a subathon tomorrow over on Kick. If you guys haven't followed me on Kick, I encourage you to do that. But you won't have to be a Kick sub either. You can also become a patron. New patrons and Kick subs tomorrow. Every single one of them adds 5 minutes to the timer. I tried to make it as valuable as I could without, shooting myself in the foot. So, but that's happening tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be able to go for a crazy fun stream. So, Waffy and Clarence number 1071. Thank you both for your follows over on TikTok. I greatly appreciate the support. Okay. Speaking of support, which hero? Bap. Definitely seeing Bap. Okay. Yeah, because I only see one really good combo with Nano. This freaking May.
Just another day in the office.
Got a Torb. Okay, yeah, this is a really poke composition for sure. Ana probably wouldn't actually have been too bad here, but I actually don't think that Bap is bad either. Oh, May. I'm not about to listen to this all game. Don't spam your voice lines. It's so annoying. If you want to use a bunch of different ones and flex them, good for you, but I can't stand people who just sit there and spam it over and over and over and over again. All right, positioning. They have a Widow. Okay, they're going triple snipers. Okay, I didn't know if they were going to die. May have been a bad use of immortality there. Okay, I had to try and walk in front of that Widow. Okay. Ana may not, or I'm sorry, not Ana. Kiri may be a good pick here, actually. I don't know. my fault for peeking that. I shouldn't have. Assuming he was gonna keep up the window or the shield there was a bad move. Whoops. Okay. Okay, I don't know if there's much I can do here. Oh. Actually, not bad. I wasn't sure if that was going to go well, but it kind of worked. Okay, that's an Ana. Try not to get hit. Let's try it. Get up on hype. There's no point in me staying here.
Hold strong for
We don't. Yeah, I don't think we retouch. It's okay. Not bad. Good hold. Don't. Okay, Hanzo. Okay. I'm sorry. I should have respected the fact that you could hit a shot. Genji, what were you doing there, bud? Wonder if our Genji might be tilting in the voice or something. I'm missing some context. Okay, because we have a Genji, I may actually choose to go, Ana. I should have known that our Mei had ice block and not wasted my immort, but that's okay. Okay, they are pushing forward. That's really not good. I die. I jumped. That was my fault. I knew it was coming, so I tried to back off of it, but I didn't go as well as I would have liked. We're gonna go Ana here and try our best to get a nano worked up as quick as we can. Okay. Good swap. Okay. That's my fault. No, 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 no. Don't C9. Okay, that was good. Yeah, the honest swap was a good call.
Thank you.
Okay. Uh-oh.
0
Internet.
to 1. Switching sides.
Oh, dear.
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know what happened. Software just had a little bug there. So that's the only thing I can assume, because TikTok's stream didn't, well, seemingly didn't die. No one's actually said anything over there since I've asked, but seemingly it did not die. I'm gonna actually try and see if I can find that on my own here and just make sure, because people just may be lurking over there right now. Okay, so it's not letting me pull it up in a mobile browser. Let me see. You know, I wish you could see your own live stream from your mobile device on TikTok. That would be nice. Be able to check in on it. But can't, so see if I can try a